Well. Jakey, how are you?
I'm great, man. I feel like we're like professionals when it comes to consistency.
It's been like 5 weeks, right?
It's been too long. I guess. Yeah. I'm excited. I feel like I'm overdue for some Pokemon content in the YouTube sphere.
Yeah, me too. Welcome back, everyone. This is my volume can be turned up again. I don't know what's going on with my volume sometimes. Anyway,
dude, you sound fantastic.
I'm going to jack it up. Welcome back to episode 12 of Real Collectors, Fake Investors. My name is Ern. This is Jake. You're good? So yeah. Jake and I saw each other this weekend, and I honestly was going to cry. I miss you so much, dude.
I know. I miss YouTube. I've been kind of like off the radar, but I guess I'm not going to I don't really have any excuses other than the fact that I'm going through a creative inspiration drought. And I'm not the type of person, I know Dan's like consistency. I'm more of the content creator that if I'm not excited about making something, I'm not going to put it out. If that makes any sense. And like, I need to like just express myself through some live chats. So thrilled to be on episode 12 with you.
I honestly, so I made a video today that I was going to make 2 days ago, and I didn't want to make it because there's so many things to talk about that I felt like by the time I wanted to talk about it, that was like 2 days ago. But then I forced myself while I was running errands to go and record.
Is that why you're just like parked in your last video? You're just like sitting on the side of the road or whatever,
dude,
wherever you were?
Yeah, I said this before.
You just like pull over off the side of the freeway as soon as you have the thought and just hit record.
Sometimes I try to if the schedule permits, but if it doesn't, sure. I park that idea and that thought for like days at a time. And then any ADD brain knows what I'm talking about. Then you park another idea and you park another idea. And then eventually you have like 10 ideas and you don't do any of them. That's why I force myself to do it sometimes. And sometimes it works. I guess most of the time it works if people watch it, but like, you know, I yeah, it takes some work. Anyway, we are episode 12, Real Collectors, Fake Investors. We have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about Ascended, definitely.
Shocker.
The shocker. You know what's funny is when we did that stream in February where I was kind of half joking about someone should probably look at buying a bunch of Ascended singles. If you would have followed my advice, you would be on another planet right now. Like truthfully,
Oh,
with especially with
yeah.
the Forest Pika, Viridian Pika, Trikachu, whatever people were calling it, like it was like a $500-$600 card back then.
I think I saw it at one point at like 400 at a card show, but it's insane.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about East Bay Card Show, which you and I both went to. We were reunited on Saturday. Yeah, I have not been that fervorous when it comes to buying in quite some time. We're gonna do a little this or that little game of this card, that card, which should be fun. This is good. That's a good idea on your part, by the way. I like your picks. I think we're in a time now where you can actually equate the two cards that you pick
Yeah.
together, and it makes sense. We'll do hot takes. We'll do hobby highlights, of course, collector's corner, and Q&A. Quick reminder: if you have questions and things you want to talk about or ask throughout the stream, we will do our best to answer them as we go. But if not, we're going to star them and then answer them at the end. So, all right, collector's corner.
You want to
What
start?
you got for us? I
What do you want me
mean,
to?
we're just show and tell here, right?
Sure. Yeah. I have not been buying slabs for the collection for the last couple of months. But I did pick these two up, and it was funny. I got the Gardevoir. This is like one of my favorite cards for Mega right now. But I also got the Lucario, and I went to go take some photos of these. I bought these from a vendor at the show. I've kind of lagged on these because the ones that I've come across have just not been great. But these are sequential, and I didn't know, but they're also sequential in the set. So it's 178 and 179. So that was fun, and I did not get taxed on the fact that they were sequential because I don't even think the vendor realized they were. But yeah, I picked those up, and then I picked up a whole bunch of sealed
Wait, would you pay a
uh,
premium on
sequentials.
sequentials?
I wouldn't. I don't care. I didn't even notice until, like I said, like the next day I went to go take a photo of them, and I was like, "Oh, nice."
Do you think it's silly if people pay a premium on sequentials?
I do, but like I've always been the one that's selling them. So like I graded a sequential set of the starter final evos from 151. So Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I ended up selling those to Sal. I think he did pretty well on those after me too. And then I did the same with the Johto Beast or the dogs from Crown Zenith. I
CZ.
graded those sequential. Yeah, and I've done it with a few other modern sets. Some for the PC. Like if I have really minty copies that I'm going to grade, I might as well put them sequential. I try to do it with the Venusaur, but they clowned me and gave me I think a PSA 9 on Ivysaur. And I recently just tried to do it with the Blastoise line in Japanese, and they did the same thing with War Turtle. So that's fun. But
151?
yeah, Japanese 151. And then
Yeah.
I like sequentials if I grade them myself, but I'm not going to go pay a tax for it. You're out of your mind. There's no
I
way.
was at the card show. I forgot what I was looking at, but one of the vendors was like, I was trying to haggle. I was offering like 90. I forget. It was like 90. I don't like lowball. I'm like at 90%, 95%, which is like a very fair offer, right? And it was for 2 or 3 cards. And he's like, they're sequential. I'm like, they're not even the same. They don't. One, it doesn't matter to me, and two, it doesn't matter because they're not like related.
You want to know something crazy? I don't. Did you get a chance to meet Rizzy Richard? Shout out to Richard. I think he's in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chat.
yeah,
But
yeah. I watched his videos.
um, we graded, I think, two sequential sets, maybe just one, of the Oricorio and the this Zard from the
Charizard.
UPC. Yeah, he sold it for 550 because it was sequential.
Wait, are they actually next to each other on the cards list? They should be, right?
Rizzy could let me know. They should be because they're promos
I mean, they
back to
should
back,
be.
and they're yeah, they should be. But yeah, I think that's like,
That's
why would
somewhat
you? Why does it
justifiable,
matter?
but yeah, like
I
what?
mean,
Anyway, I I get it.
oh, they are 23 and 24.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a couple things to show. We can ping
Okay.
pong back and forth. Lots of show and tell. I'll just start here. I did buy these recently. You got the black and white jumbo boxes in Japanese.
Nice.
You know about
Very
these,
nice.
right?
Those were like at release, and then I haven't seen them since.
Yeah, because I think they only did one print run, and then now they're like $200 a box, and they have 4 packs inside each of 25 cards. But I can tell you the ripping experience, because I ripped one, is not. It's basically just like
Shocker.
bulk.
You ripping? Crazy.
I'm a real collector. The the ripping experience is like you get 10 cards that are obviously commons,
Okay.
and then you get like 3 cards that are reverse, or 5 cards that are hollow, reverse hollow, and then you get the hit, and then you get 10 cards that are uncommons. So it's just like a hit sandwich.
That reminds me of like when oh, I'm blanking on his name, the Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god, I love his content too. The main like
Ruxin,
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah,
Ruxin.
Ruxin. When he does like opening, he'll do like 50 packs and then just sandwich them together, and it's like a jumbo pack for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those I almost bought those jumbo boxes from Black and White, but I just I don't buy a lot of sealed Japanese other than like the safest like things that I like 151 and Glory of Team Rocket. I think that's the only Japanese like sealed
Black
that
and
I
white
have in my.
is doing really well
I
now.
know, I
Like
know.
really, really well.
Yeah, no, I like it from like from a design, but like I'm not like I love Black Bolt and White Flare. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I'm not too attached to Gen 5. So if I bought it, it would strictly be an investment, I guess.
All right, I got another thing for you. I got this. I traded into this weekend, which I'm very proud of.
Very cool.
In English, it is a 4K card,
Is it 4K now? Sheesh.
pop 1000. In Japanese, it's a like a 2.2, 2.3, and pop 4000. Obviously, way easier to grade in Japanese than in English, but
Yeah. Yep.
I got this,
But
and then go ahead.
I was just gonna say, funny enough, that card, the Espeon and Deoxys and Latios and Latias were like the main reasons why I decided to sell my tag teams, because I just couldn't justify the prices after they like shot up, because like that Deoxys, that Espeon Deoxys and Darkrai Umbreon were like 300 to 400 for the longest time when I started
In a 10.
collecting the tag teams. Yeah. And then I was just like, at these prices, I'd rather own gold stars and crystals and all of that. But even now, like those are out of reach. But yeah, no, I love those
Yeah.
cards. Those promos are some of the best ones.
You want to go? I have 2 other things. I'll
You
hop
go
to
ahead.
space.
You go ahead because I got something I got to dig out.
So I had to dig this one out because I didn't realize how expensive it got. A superior texture, by the way, in Japanese, the alt arts. Guess how much
You
this
and this
this
card.
card is in Japanese?
Is more than English, right?
It is, yeah. It's not a matter of is it more. How many multiples more do you think
Okay.
it is?
Okay. The last I checked, and I could be completely off on this, chat, please correct me, but the English one is like 400 to 500.
It's like 5 to 6, I think now.
Okay. Is it? There's no way. Is it? Is it like 2K?
Yeah, there's it's like 1800 to 2K, and in Japan, it sold for like $2,400 last weekend.
I'm sick. That card's trash. I
Well,
love her, but I hate that card. That's
I,
Igawa.
what I've grown to like accept and just keep in mind is that like Japan's fandom for Rayquaza, Umbreon, and Mew is like
Yeah.
way different, way like much higher than it is in the West. Like
Is
those
that
three and Giratina.
yeah, okay. Is
That's what I've seen at least.
what's the name of that set in Japanese? Fusion what?
Fusion Arts.
Fusion Arts so much better than Fusion Strike.
Yeah.
Um is it similar as far as like Blue Sky Stream in terms of like supply? Do we know?
No. The Blue Sky Stream is by far the least was the least available set in Sword and Shield off the top of my head.
Okay.
Fusion Arts was decently available, but it's hard to say because a lot of people didn't want it as much. So I can't really give you like a accurate like.
Yeah, because that didn't have the Gengar in it, right? That was a like a
No, it
deck
had
exclusive.
that card, the V Alt Art, and then the Genesect, and then the Celebi is not in chilling range Japanese, but it's a promo.
I see.
So and then the Espeon is also a promo.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
So that
Yeah, I
set's
remember that
basically like
box.
those three cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So the
Yep.
Mew VMAX is the top chase easily.
Yeah. The Mew V is like $600 or something like that.
I honestly felt so like as a Sword and Shield stan, I feel like both of those Mews are underwhelming. And I think, and it's funny when we get into it, they're underwhelming. Both Mews. Is that a hot take? Like
No,
if we look at all, no, right? Like
it's
most
not.
Mews
But
are
I just
pretty impressive.
I have a bunch, so I don't want you to say that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. They're not when you line up all the alt arts and VMAXs, they're it's not as
Yeah, they're
yeah,
on the lower tier.
yeah, it's
Which is yeah, because I like this might be a hot take. Actually, I know for certain this is a hot take, but I'd rather have the Origin form Dialga and Palkia over those. But like
the
if we're talking art
the gold
from
ones
Astral,
over the astral ones.
no, the Astral, no. I'm talking. I'd rather have Astral Radiance, Palkia and Dialga over the Mew and Mew VMAX from Fusion Strike. I know
Yeah,
from
sure.
like a Pokemon, but like art wise, I'd rather. That's all. Um,
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah,
last
that
thing
makes
I'll
sense.
show. So I picked up this.
Dude, shut up. Don't show it.
I'm showing it for
Don't
those that
show it.
know, which is pretty
Whoops.
cool. It's the non-hollow Air Dragonite Unlimited #5. So that's cool. I'm debating on whether I want to go grade it or if I actually want to put it in my WotC binder. I'm most I have it ready to grade, but I'm thinking I might put it in the binder. It's a cool one. It's the first time I've seen it ungraded in just raw form. For those
I'll
that
give you
let me put it
80%
back up.
of near mint TCG player for that.
So Dark Dragonite, for those that don't know, is hollow and unlimited first ed, and it's in the slot #5, and the non-hollow version is number 22. But this has trying to get close. It's the number 5.
Let me show you.
Yeah, I wish it was first ed. The first ed in a 10 just sold for 60K like last week. Or actually I think it was just like this past Sunday. Yeah, cool card.
I don't know anything about vintage, I realized, compared to you.
Dude, I love looking at weird I love looking at WotC just like vendor binders because sometimes there's some like insane airs that you can find. I'll spill the tea. I look for Beedrill, and I'll just say that I
Well, I
look for
watched a Rusty
Beedrill.
video and he talked about it, so it's already out
Yeah,
there.
if you watch Rusty, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. You already shared, spilled it. All right, last thing, then we'll keep going. I was going through some stuff. So you know how the glossy Pikachu is taking off in Japanese?
But yes. Oh, you mean
I swear I
this one?
have That's like, isn't that the one you told me that's like 3K or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's stupid.
In a three. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
swear I have one. I just don't know where it is. And I have like these different boxes of like random bulk. Like some of it's near, most of it's like MPHP. I've been trying to look for it and I don't know where it is, right? But as I'm looking through my stuff, I have this vending sheet that I found.
Ern, we're getting rated by Zorner. Shout out to
Oh,
Zorner for
yo,
the
Zoner. What's up,
$20.
dude?
Mike, love you. Hope you're well,
Thank
my
you,
man.
Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. So I find this vending sheet unpeeled, by the way.
Which sheet is it? Which number?
It's series 1, sheet 1. Or sorry, blue sheet series 1. This is the Squirtle rat
Oh, I'm so pissed. Where did you get
rat-a-tat.
that?
I don't know. I actually do know. I have this guy's name on this. I'm not going to show because I'm going to dox myself. I found this in one of my boxes, and I bought it from someone. It has some guy's address. I don't know who it is.
I'm looking for that sheet.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but one of these cards is a Squirtle, and if it's a Squirtle, it is scratched, and I'm pretty sure I don't know which one it is. So that's the problem with these sheets. They have light scratches.
Yeah, they
on them.
scratch so easily.
Should I just open it right now?
Yeah, do it. I'm not going to tell you not to. Do it. You have sleeves?
I'm opening right now. Keep talking.
This is what you get. Yeah, so I want the series 1 sheet 1 for Squirtle, but I also wanted the Charmander and Bulbasaur ones too. I don't even know what those go for anymore.
This one?
Yeah.
This one, right?
Yeah. Wow. I have it in a 9.
Dude, it's clean too. It has like some light scratches, but the back is clean.
Just send it. Full send.
I'm going to send it blind. For sure. Whoa, I almost dropped it. I remember seeing these cards. The front scattering is kind of cooked. If you were around like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, no one wanted these cards. This card was like easily like 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah, no, most
near mint.
Dude. All vending. I was working on a PSA 9 set.
Oh, we got a nice little is this a shiny Poliwag?
I mean,
or is that the coloring?
I think it could be the coloring, but it's technically not what we saw as a kid in the games and the anime, but it's a little more purple. I love vending art, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
like
so
I feel like it's like it reminds me of like Versus, or yeah, it feels like there was just way more creative freedom with some of that early stuff that like they wanted to like really like tell the story of the Pokemon and not just put them as like a sticker on some like generic
Look at this guy.
like
look at this dude.
So good. That's that Himeno did that. Did they do the third card? Because they also did the Squirtle.
The Poliwag?
Yeah. Did they do that one as well, or is that a different artist?
No, Nishida.
Oh, Nishida. Okay.
Nishida was one of the Pikachu artists on the terrible trivia I put together and cooked you guys on.
Yeah, Nishida also is the creator of Pikachu and Squirtle and a few other Pokemon.
Real collector.
Nice. I love that. That's sick. At least I got to witness it.
There goes $300 down the drain. Okay, back to the stream. That's what we do here.
Ern, are you able to? What's one thing? I can't highlight any of the comments or add them to. Like,
I think you need to be added as an admin.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Because we've had a ton of questions. I want to make sure we.
Hold on, let me load this back up. Elevator music. Give me 1 sec. I want to add you as an admin to my StreamYard account. I saw how to do that earlier.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. We just want to make sure we answer everyone's questions.
I need to pull up your email. What's your social security number, Jay?
Oh, that's easy.
Hold on, slow down. Go ahead.
5 5 5.
All right, I just sent you an
Oh,
invite in your email to
oh,
join
I have to
StreamYard.
do all that. I didn't expect to do all this. Sorry, y'all.
Ern, did you see that
Okay.
Pogo Japanese is up to 280 a box? Is it really? In Japan? China doing big China things again? I don't know. But everything is on the table these days. Low pop, high pop, English, Japanese, Thai, Indo, Korean cards. Like everything is very volatile. You get that?
Yeah, but I realize you have to send it to my other email, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Merc asks, any speculation on Cyberpunk? I decided not to, even though I know in the current state of things, it probably would do well. But,
So I think you
you
said
know,
you saw them at like $80, right? And then
Kickstarter was $80 a box.
yeah, and then I sent a link from Game Nerds when they were like on pre-order for like 120 or something.
Yeah.
I
I think
will not touch another TCG. I just won't. I know you will. You have and will continue to, but
I'm constantly touching TCGs. What do you mean? All right. What's in the PC? We already did this. I mean, I got Riftbound here. I had some Grand Archive left over from over here. You know, enjoy the hobby. Hobby highlights. Oh boy, dude. First off, bravo
I
on the.
no, I gotta give a shout out to Joey. Joey sent me this, and I was like, "Oh, I'm using this as our
Oh, you didn't
thumbnail."
make this?
No, gosh, no,
Oh.
no.
If you're unaware, Barney, Rudy calls Dragonite
Ascended
Barney,
Barney.
Ascended Barney. You know, I will say it's already April. We did that one stream in like early February. I don't think any of us expected things to be as crazy as they are right now.
I think we expected a prismatic again. I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we expected this. But I think like it's always hindsight 2020, right? Like I'm probably this is probably the one of 3 sets that I'm the most bullish on. And I'm sure everyone in the chat can, you know, tell me what those other 2 sets are, but I think this set is it's one of them. And I'm not even trying to shill it. Like it's just
I
proof
have a
is in
hot
the pudding.
take.
Sure.
I have a hot take. I guarantee in the next 2 years, the Ascended will not be a top 3 set.
That you said in
Because
the why?
they're gonna release 3 other sets that are gonna be
The next set's
better.
the best set, right? Yeah. Can I I mean, we'll get to it. We're gonna get to it here, but
I mean, if you think
I
about
mean,
what came before Prismatic, Crown Zenith, right?
151.
151, and then Crown Zenith, right?
Yeah.
And so, as long as here's the thing, we have the 30th coming up this year. We have the end of the year set, which is the high class set in Japanese / banger holiday, whatever set they make, like Ascended Prismatic. That's already 2 sets, right? Next year, there's going to be some, I don't know, like 151 remake. I don't know. They're going to do something next year that's not Celebrations, obviously, and not the high class set. And then you have another high class set comes out. And that's all in less than 2 years. That's a year and a half.
Yeah.
So what's the likelihood that Ascended is going to be a top 3 set?
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Also, sorry.
We have some slides.
If I recall correctly, before Ascended came out, the general conversation was that people didn't know if it was going to be better than Prismatic.
To me, I've stood on business. We can go back and check the receipts, but I've always disliked Prismatic, and I've always said that Ascended will do better than Prismatic. That's like,
but
to me, it's such a no.
You disliking Prismatic does not mean Ascended is a better set. That's not the same thing.
No. Prismatic is not a better set than Ascended Heroes. Like, there are so many reasons why it's not. I mean, do you want me to just get into it
No,
now? I mean,
no,
I
no,
can
no, 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 no. Bundles, yay! Everyone has
bundles.
packs.
Yes.
Buy packs, buy packs. They're all. So well, let's see. I've pulled a couple of Gengars. I think you know this, Jake. You experienced the second one. I'm not sure if you forgot. Um,
Oh yeah, me forgetting that is so likely. Totally. Freaking.
we have a picture later that's funny. I pulled a Gengar from my first ETB,
He pulled a
and
Gengar. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
legitimately the same reaction I had when I pulled it, the other one with you. I had the same one with Nestor and Louise. I was like, oh, guess I pulled the Gengar.
The rich get richer.
Hey, luck favors the bold and the
Okay.
stupid.
What do you mean? You said if you
I'm
buy a bundle,
feeding
I'll
the
buy a bundle.
ecosystem. All
Okay.
you scalpers, resellers, I'm actually feeding the beast. You guys are just taking sealed and reselling it.
Shout out to Kevin. He picked your bundle.
Yep. Um, but I opened like 3 ETBs probably, and then a couple loose packs here and there. So I've opened definitely less than like 50 packs. And then with these bundles, have you purchased Ascended recently?
Yes.
Like
I
how much?
I bought a case of bundles. I have 2 Pokemon Center ETBs, 2 regular ETBs. I don't
Damn.
think I have any of the collection boxes. I know I have some of the 2-pack Tangulas. I like that blister a lot.
What are the
Um,
Ghastly and Charmander one?
yeah, I have one of each of those for the sealed. Not a lot.
Dude, I had a opportunity to buy hundreds of those Ghastly and Charmander promos at like a buck or two a pair, and I passed.
It's Charmander and Ghastly, dude. Come on now. Turn off brain, Earn.
You can't buy everything.
I know. No, I feel you there. 100%. I do like those promos. I didn't realize it, but there's the 2-pack with Tangela, and then there's the Erica's Tangela, and then there's a 2-pack with what's that new trainer's name? With he has the koala in
Larry?
that. Larry's,
Larry?
is it Larry's? Yeah. Is it Larry's? Like, I don't know what that Pokemon's name is, but I saw a lot of people picking that blister over the Tangela, and I didn't know why, but apparently that trainer is like really popular in
Larry?
the Mega. Yeah. Larry's like really popular in the Mega game.
I yeah.
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 I know. I was kind of shocked. I'm gonna get to Erica's Tangela. Like, this is awesome, but most people were picking up the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
I've
know.
been buying bundles. I plan to probably fill out the rest of the other case. But as far as Ascended sealed goes, I might try to get another Pokemon Center ETB or two at some point, depending on if they
Damn,
drop more.
really?
It depends on if they drop more, because like Prismatic had like a lot of reprints on the Pokemon Center site, and we didn't even have this as a topic, but Pokemon Center introduced SMS as well as a system for people, that are set up with their newsletter that will kind of get early leaks, not leaks, but like early access to. That's crazy. I just saw this. I would not pay this right now.
Dude,
It's more than, yeah.
it's
That's
almost
a absurd.
$500 Pokemon Center ETB.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you know,
This makes no sense to me.
67 listings, 16 sell a day. Last sold 480, 500. People have lost their mind. I
Gabe's
so
comment.
I actually would not be buying this right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't either. Absolutely not. But if I get a drop, I mean, of course, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm chilling off more Pokemon Center ETBs at that price. I really do like the set. It's one of those sets that I liked before, but I'm starting to like a lot more.
It's because
And
your bags are pumping. That's why.
no, like I don't have any of the special
I'm
art.
kidding.
I don't have if anyone is, you are. Um
No, what do you mean? I have
okay, 2x Mega Gengar out of
I
like
okay.
less
I
than
have
30
two Mega
packs.
Gengars that are being graded. Okay. I have I pulled a Psyduck. I have I really like this card, this Belly Bolt. I bought a couple of these raw to grade, you
Oh,
know.
I do have one of these. I realized I have the Halucha. I have the
I
SIR
have
rated to grade.
Iono's cousin or whoever this chick is. I don't know who she is, Canary. Yeah, but I will look at all ascended singles for sure. Just cuz like it's totally mega plus EV to look at them, and I've pulled some Cynthia Spirit Tombs. This is my sleeper card right here. All the Cynthia
That's so
stands are
good.
gonna be happy about that. Oh, I didn't realize this card was in
Like
Ascended.
if you look at this set and you compare it to Prismatic, it's like
Yeah, yeah, it's a way better set for sure,
and
for
I think
sure.
it's also like I haven't opened a lot of it, but like I think even though people say that some of the pull rates are harder, the pack opening experience with all the IRs just makes it so much more worth it than getting master balls and trainer after trainer and prismatic.
I agree. I agree. Calligraphy 11 asks, do you guys think Black Bolt and White Flare is undervalued? I think it is getting appropriately valued and more. It is
Yeah.
a um, okay. So ever since I've been making shorts, I get so paranoid now when I talk about Black Bolt, White Flare because that one clip I posted and got destroyed in the comment section. Um, I think Black Bolt White Flare is the best constructed Scarlet and Violet set. Best constructed. I'm not saying art. I'm not saying the generation's good. I'm not saying I like N. I don't think I'm not saying restaurants. I'm saying the best constructed set. So you can interpret that as you will. And it was only a matter of time where there's just not enough of it and enough people like it that, these things
Yeah.
start to do good. So
I I think I agree from like a constructed set, but it's just comes down to the fact that it's just one generation with every
yeah,
single card having an IR. And like that is so easily repeatable. Like they have a they have a blueprint for success, but they can't use it that much because they only have 9 gens right now. So they've already kind of cut out one. They only can do it 8 more times, 9 more times till Gen 10. But um yeah, no, I agree. I've never been like the biggest black and white fan. I appreciate a lot of the Pokemon, but I think it's more appropriately priced and fair priced in terms of like the overall set compared to other sets in Scarlet and Violet.
I just wanted to chime in real quick before you answer this question, Jake.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I heard this. I forgot some other podcast or video. A theory like why did they decide to do that with black and white? One argument is because so many people like the generation, they wanted to do it service. Okay. The other argument is nobody likes the generation, therefore they had to do something for people to like. They had to do something for people to like the generation. Both arguments are incredibly valid, but to what you
Yeah.
just said, you're right. You can't. I mean, if you did do that with every set, you're essentially creating this ridiculous like art creep where every single set has to be created like that, right?
Yeah. I think
So
they probably did it with a generation like black and white because it's not one of the more popular. I think they people love the games, but I don't think
I
the
agree.
generation itself is as popular. And I think that if they were to go guns blazing and do like Gen 2 or Gen 3 right out the gate, I think that they would like anything past that, maybe other than Gen 1, it's not going to be as successful. So there's, they're keeping that, up their sleeve for the time being.
Yep.
I
How
want
much
to
is that
answer this.
Dragonite worth?
So the unlimited one sold raw like near mint for like $600 or $700. So I could imagine the first head one being quite more. Congrats on that. It's a cool card. You don't see them often, but yeah, you can try grading it. Even though I think the lower grade ones do pretty well. Actually, funny enough, there's a buddy of mine on Instagram. He was originally from like SoCal, but he moved to the East Coast, and he has a video of him in 2021 opening a unlimited Team Rocket pack, and he pulls it, and he's like, "What?" He's so confused by it because it's just in like a not. It's like in an uncommon or common slot. It's not
Oh,
like it's when
really?
you see. Yeah, it's not. It's not in the hollow slot.
Oh
So
man.
he was like, "What the heck is this?"
Wait, how much is a
So
rocket booster pack? I want to buy one to chase this.
don't do that.
I just
Um,
ripped the vending sheet. I think I can rip a rocket pack. Rocket booster pack
why didn't you rip
limited.
that legendary collection pack? That's the real question.
Let's not talk about that right now, okay? $400. What's the pull rate on
Yeah,
error? Do you know?
I think it's still like the same, like 1 in 3 hollow odds. But like, where are you gonna buy that from? Unless it's a box break that you kind of at least make sure you're getting a heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Top cards and ascended. We just went over this. What's impressive is the Mega Charizard Y in a 10 is like 5K, 6K. Surprised? I'm very
Can I?
surprised, honestly.
Which one? The gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes down to this. The pop on these are still really low, and that's because this set came out 2 to 3 months ago, and the current turnaround time for PSA is like five months at this point. So I think that like we'll see a lot more of these enter the market in the next 2 to 3 months,
20.
especially after all these bundles release. I'd say in the next 4 to 5 months we'd have probably 10x the pop on these cards. Is that crazy to say?
10x?
Yeah,
No, yeah,
10x
it's
and
not crazy.
10x in
We
four to
popped
five months.
200. Yeah, yeah. I don't think these cards are going to be, I don't think this card particularly is ever going to
This
be more
card's
than
going.
pop 5K in a 10. Maybe even
You
not
think
even
so?
3K. I don't think so.
It's
I
like a
don't
50%
think,
gem. It's like almost a 50% gem
no,
rate though. No, it's like 30%. It's like
this is
30%.
30%. This is going to go down. These are
Yeah.
going to go up. So it's going to be a pretty low gem rate. So yeah, you should buy today. It's a good discount,
Yeah.
Jake.
Those cards are, yeah, absolutely not. I hate
You
those
should
cards, but also
buy it
I do
now
know that
because in the future you're going to regret saying you don't like gold cards, and you don't want to be one of those guys 5 years from now who doesn't have this in your collection, right?
totally. No, they're really hard to grade because the fact that they have like that, like almost like e-reader reverse hollow, because they're like just flat, right? Like there's no texture on a lot of the parts of the card that have a lot of surface. Because I remember you graded all those Lucarios and Gardevoirs and got cooked, and it was because of that reason. Like they scratch really easy in those places.
Hobby highlights.
This is why Ascended Heroes is going to perform much better than Prismatic Evolutions, I think, long term. We've got 5 Pokemon in the top 10 Pokemon graded of all time right here
All right,
in one
Charizard,
set.
Pikachu, Gengar, Dragonite.
All 5 of them.
Wait, what's the fifth one? Oh,
There's 5
Mewtwo.
Pokemon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yep. Yeah, this is like the recipe for success. Just buy sets that have popular Pokemon.
It's just to me like I don't think we've ever had a set that has this many popular Pokemon in one set like this. Like I
Dude,
can't
you
think
even
of a
made them
set.
smaller?
Yeah, they're getting stomped out.
Come on.
I should have put a guillotine or something there.
I found out this week that Spat's favorite evolution is Glaceon, and I have
So
not been
is
able to talk to him the
Henry's.
same way.
You're gonna be Henry's gonna be pissed because Henry's is Glaceon as well.
All right. This is a quick evolution ranking. Of the Kanto ones, which one are the best?
Oh, Vaporeon easily for me.
I think Vaporeon's grown on me. It was used to be Flareon. It was like, oh, it's Charizard as a dog, but it's yeah. When I was a kid, Espeon,
Vaporeon and
Umbreon.
Jolteon. Oh, that's always been tough for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I was always an Espeon.
I was
I
an
didn't
Espeon
realize.
kid,
Yeah,
but I've grown to like Umbreon more. I think when it comes down to the like original cards between Espeon and Umbreon from Neo Discovery, I like the Umbreon more. So like it depends on the art with, but like as a Pokemon, I think I like I like Espeon's design more unless Umbreon is shiny. If Umbreon's shiny, it takes the W.
shiny.
Yeah, it's got the blue
Real?
rings.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What about okay? So what about
the last three? What about the last?
Yeah,
three?
I was gonna say. Well, no, it's Glaceon and Leafeon.
I know, but
I'm picking.
I'm just grouping them
Okay,
together.
Glaceon.
Glaceon, Sylveon, or Leafeon. You pick Glaceon.
Yes.
I really like Leafeon VMAX. I think he's an adorable dude helping in the fields, the hay bale. Dude, come on, man.
Can you explain why? Can you explain to me why that was one of the most expensive evolution VMAXs from Evolving Skies for a long time? Like, I had no idea why that one was like one of the most expensive. I think at one point it was actually more expensive than like Sylveon VMAX.
I mean, you know,
I
it's the best
guess.
one.
I guess it's the cute factor. That's the only.
Sylveon to me is like terrifying. The eyes,
I don't like
it looks
Sylveons.
possessed. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Jordan. I know Jordan collects his favorite evolution. Actually, I think it's his favorite Pokemon of all time, actually.
Sylveon.
Yeah. I know there's a Pokemon for
Interesting.
everybody.
There
really is.
There's a Vanillix for everyone and Vanillite. First partner packs.
Series 2.
Series 2.
Yeah.
Look at those
so
packs.
this is
Perfect Order, Chaos Rising.
Yeah. Can I just say this is another reason why Ascended Heroes momentum is going to continue throughout at least half of the summer?
Which is like the weirdest logic.
It's like a
but
perfect storm.
Sense.
No,
Yeah,
it's a perfect storm. It's the perfect storm. It's like to me, this seems like the stars align once again for something crazy to happen. And Ascended Heroes is just set up to be successful because of the sets that come out just aren't as successful. Yeah, zero distractions, truly.
I think Chaos Rising will go down as the set that everyone wished they would have bought.
Why?
Because of Greninja. Twilight was the same way when it first came out.
But the Japanese Mega Greninja is not even like, people don't care. You think they're just going to care because it's in English?
I don't know.
People are holding.
But I slept in Greninja
for,
once.
Yeah,
I slept in Greninja once, and nobody liked Twilight. Twilight was not. I remember Retro saying he bought Greninja in Japanese for like $30, and then that thing went to another planet somehow after Surging Sparks. So
yeah,
Greninja is one of the top popular Pokemon in Japan.
that is true.
I don't know.
And Krabby made a good point right here. He said we need leaks for 30th ASAP to slow down AH or Ascended. It's a good point.
Yep. The Rayquaza set's gonna blow up the internet. I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna blow up the internet regardless. But if it's like what you and I and Retro have been talking about, and it being like a Gen 3 set with like Mega Groudon, Mega Kyogre, maybe Kyogre EX, regular Groudon EX, and other crazy Gen Deoxys, who knows? Like, right? If it's that kind of set, I mean, if it's got Deoxys and Rayquaza in the same set, oh, we are in for a doozy. Imagine some sort of like Altart Rayquaza VMAX fighting Deoxys, like a Espeon tag team with Deoxys kind of look. Like, oh, we're cooked.
Here's a
Tiny
question:
was it?
Are Groudon and Kyogre strong enough to carry their own sets? Because I thought the idea was that they would have their own sets
I would
or
say that
subsets or something like that.
Paradox is kind of carried by Groudon right now. I think that's the most expensive card in the set.
No, I don't. I don't mean market secondary market price wise. I mean like if Zygarde can be his own set, can
Oh,
Kyogre and Groudon have their own sets? I don't mean like
yes,
market
yes,
price.
yes. Sorry, yeah, yes, absolutely. Why not? They've
Okay,
done it before.
I'm just talking out loud.
Isn't Aqua Team Magma pretty much the
Yeah,
Groudon
yeah.
Kyogre set?
But that was
Yeah,
then. This is now. I don't know. I mean, then again, Zygarde has his set, so literally anything's possible at this point. So
I'm just glad Zygarde's out of the way. Like
yeah, yeah.
let's move on.
The Series 2 packs, I'm afraid to say it will probably be. Are they going to be the? Is this going to be the worst set?
No, I think I don't think so. Solely because of Gen 2, I think that the Totodile is going to be the most expensive card from the whole series.
What's going to
2.
carry Series 3?
Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico.
Oh,
It's the first 3 gens. They're going to carry all 3 series.
yeah.
Because this will be 2, 5, and 8. So it'll be Black and White and Sword and Shield. And then Series 3 will be 3, 6, 9.
Mason says make a Flora. It's also
I mean, if you look at the cards in Chaos Rising, like, is it Chaos Rising? Yeah. I mean, I like the Dragalge. I like the Crobat. I like all
Is
of
that how
these
you
cards.
say it? Dragalge?
I think so. Like algae, but
I noticed you did not include the new Tauros in this.
I forgot. I know. I also like the Tauros. Shout out Tauros. Mad respect for Tauros.
The new Tauros is superb. Let me add the screen. Share, add. Dude, this Tauros is tough,
It's
man.
tough. Who illustrated that?
Nagano. This Tauros is tough.
It is. Look at more Gen 1 Kanto that could have been in 151.
Yeah.
If only.
Yep.
Yeah, but I love how derpy
Crobat?
that Crobat looks. Yeah, it's like the third. That's Crobat's been getting a lot of love because it like the gallery or the trainer gallery from what is that, Silver Tempest or Lost Origin? I think it's Lost Origin. Yeah. We had the Team Rocket, and then we had, I feel like I'm missing another one. I don't know. But yeah, cool cards. And then Abyss Eye. Is this Abyss Eye?
Whatever this thing is, this mega thing. I genuinely would love to understand what goes in that lab when they make megas.
I like Mega
substances are involved. Have you seen him when he's all like horizontal?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a blimp.
Yes, you're right. He's like a blimp. What is going on here? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the set's got the first time I've seen an English set have a better name than a Japanese set in a long time.
Pitch Black?
Yeah, that sounds way better than Abyss Eye.
You mean the English sounds better than Japanese?
Yeah. That's like very rare where that's the case.
Well, sometimes the Japanese ones don't make sense entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Like Inferno X.
Yeah.
It's like kind of incomplete.
I mean, well, not really, because it's Mega X Zard, it's Inferno Fire. Like, I get it. Phantasmal Flames is missing. It's missing the whole Phantasmal aspect.
At least give us a Chandelure or two in that one.
I think with this set, do you remember when was the last dark set that we got? I don't know if Phantasmal Flames that doesn't count. Like,
I'm the
would
wrong
it be
person to
Astro?
ask this.
Like, when was the
Dark?
last like dark? Because I'm
Like
trying to
dark
think like,
Pokemon or dark what?
yeah, like dark, like a dark Pokemon theme set. I can't remember. I would say,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't know if it
Yeah.
Destin Rivals. I don't know.
Depends what you mean by dark.
I mean like ghost type. Well, I guess Phantasmal counts as ghost type because of the other
We're
Gengars that are in
offending
there.
people. Maybe we should move on.
Yeah, Lost Origins. That's a good one. I guess so. And that was Giratina. Like that had Aerodactyl. Those that just had random Berserker, Rotom. Yeah, I'm just kind of think like what other Pokemon are going to be in this set. People are rumoring Umbreon. I doubt it.
Houndoom. Give me Houndoom.
I would love a Houndoom, like a special,
Houndoom.
or
I
even the
heard
Mega.
I heard a non say
Oh, Shrouded. That is
I
definitely a
heard a
dark set.
non say if there's a dark Charizard in this set, the internet will lose it. I'm like, I mean, that would be great. I do not see that happening though. Like just randomly insert. Let me put our number one Pokemon into this random set with Darkrai. I mean, they would be awesome. I really don't see it happening though. I I will say, I think we get another Ghastly Haunter or Gengar card.
I would love a Haunter. We got the Haunter in the deck, but I mean, I like it, but it's not my favorite Haunter card. I can see that. I mean, we got Ghastly with the whole evolution line just like a couple of years ago in Temporal. Like, I don't know if we would get Mimikyu. I guess, yeah. There's a lot of opportunity in this set, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to see leaks very soon, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing leaks tonight.
When does it come out? Like 3 weeks?
It's very soon.
Yep. All right. Everyone's favorite language, Simplified Chinese.
This is all you. I don't know much about these.
I mean, I just pulled off Poke Beach. Gem Pack Volume 5. Shout out Steve Tactical Trading. I bought some cases from him. Is released. If you're unaware, this set has 5 major chases in it, and this is the second version of Captain Pikachu. Now, Captain Pikachu in Gem Pack Volume 1 is actually going up. It's like a $700 card in PSA 10. So, Jake, there's some light here at the end of the tunnel for Chinese cards. Just so you know.
I'm going to save my opinion till we get to the cards.
You got Crocolore. You got Quaxley. Forgot his name. How do you pronounce it?
Can't even name him. Quackawell or something like that. Quaxwell. I don't know.
I can't pronounce it past his giant forehead.
No one cares about them. Let's just talk about Pikachu.
So I will say what's weird is I feel like this Captain Pikachu feels like what the first card should have been. And the first card should probably be what the second card is.
What's the difference?
It's just this one's zoomed out.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm hating.
Hi. Is that sarcasm?
Yeah, that was total. Sorry. So, these cards look like they're just snippets from the anime, like screenshots and printed. Like I do not get anything. I don't get anything out of these cards.
That's the point. I think it's meant to be like a snippet out of the anime, like at least kind of realistic, cartoony. Anyway, haters in the chat. Jake's a hater. We like all languages in the hobby, okay? I think the arts look good.
I think the Ring Pop Arcanine is still one of the best Chinese exclusives.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But these cards, I don't know. They don't do it for me.
Okay. Well, there goes your Christmas present. So I will be heavily speculating on the Captain Pikachu if I can get it, by the way.
Pikachu wearing hats and clothes.
I am forever scarred by Gold Star Pikachu because of you, by the way. You don't want to talk about it.
Let's
I have
not
adult trauma with
ruin
this
other
card.
people's
Yeah.
experience.
Let's keep going. Um, I forgot the name of this product. This is
Yeah,
the
they're the what are they called? They're called the figurine set, but this one's
figure
called the
set.
Dream Painting Water Ecology figure set. And it's just
Yep.
a bunch of water types, and it has, I mean, my favorite starter in this one, which is the Squirtle from 151, which is really cool.
So they did release the first volume in Japanese like last month or this month.
Okay.
So this
So
is
they'll
no
probably do
longer
the
a
same
Chinese
with this.
exclusive. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like this SKU is really cool.
They should do it in English.
They they should definitely do it in English. Have you been to a Target recently? Not to find Pokemon cards, to like see what kids are buying these days.
No.
Everything's a blind box.
That's so
It's
scary. It's so
it's
sad.
yeah. Yeah.
Turning
So
kids into gamblers already.
I also went to Disneyland, and I went to like the Spider-Man store you go to after you go on the ride. And inside you can get like these blind box spider bots. It's like 1 in 20 is like a gold version. I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I looked up how much it's worth in a PSA 10.
Oh, I mean, this was cool. This is the secret pool, which is the Whale Lord, and
So
it
this is
just
the
takes
hit.
up the. Yeah, this is like this. It's like one in something. I can't remember, but
I
really
think the hit in
cool.
the first one is the Machoke, right?
Yeah, the Machoke was the first one. I think this one's 1 in 143.
So what makes this different? Is it just like the size of the whale or
I mean,
just
yeah, it's just a big figure for this kind of figurine box. It's probably like its max bounds to fit within the actual box itself. But these are really fun. I love what they did here.
so
I
you could
would,
weigh the boxes?
I mean, let's not get into that, Ern.
I mean, that's essentially what you've. I mean, I guess you could figure it out just by looking at this giant whale lord compared to
I
like a
mean,
tiny
you
Starmie.
probably, I mean, it depends, right? Because that could be hollow and they could like still distribute the same amount of plastic. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
too hard about this.
Terrible, terrible.
That is
Think about the
terrible.
kids.
1 in 143 for this is absurd. Does anyone in the chat own these?
Does anyone in the chat own these? I don't think so. Not the
Yeah.
series 2. We interrupt this program with a important announcement. Jake, you want to take the first?
Yeah.
This is our
Where
Sellout Central, where we talk about the sponsors who support the stream. And our first sponsor, Jake, go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to Drew with Gem Inspector. I was actually just chatting with him this morning. He runs a pre-grading service that aims to kind of add clarity for collectors, offering them, a detailed condition, kind of like note for all 4 subgrades. If you submit cards through him, I believe it's $5 a card in order to get that offering for, let's say you want to grade with PSA. He can kind of walk you through like each card and those different subgrades for how you would grade cards. If you're not comfortable grading cards yourself or have never graded with PSA, CGC, or Beckett, and you want someone who has a good eye when it comes to looking at condition, Gem Inspector is your go-to. I believe he's also running a service where you can submit through him to send to CGC and Fanatics, where he'll be able to auction for $9.50 per card. And saves you 50 cents per card compared to like publicly available rates. So make sure to check out geminspector.com. We'll make sure to have his site in the description of this video. Shout out to Drew. He's killing it, by the way. He's getting through like 3,000 cards a month, if I remember correctly.
Are you
Close to
kidding
three.
me?
Yeah, he's doing quite a bit. He had a few. He actually let me pull up the text message, but he said he had someone reach out to him that came across our podcast. He asked me about this company called the Collector Group, but they said that they were they were watching the podcast and decided to reach out. So shouts out to us for that. Yeah, 2,000 to 3,000 cards per month on average right now, which is incredible.
Awesome. Let me get our other sponsor up. So I'm gonna play this real quick. So you said Drew also does $9.50 to go direct to grading. Is that with CGC or PSA?
CGC and Fanatics. Yeah.
Not a bad deal.
It's not. It's definitely not.
All right. I will take this next segment. Our next sponsor is the one and only Galaxy Grail. Shout out to Galaxy.
Go.
I'll just start and say a couple of things. I've generally been fairly vocal about the idea of digital mystery bag products. And I think one of the big challenges or concerns I have is there's basically no transparency with how a lot of this stuff is run. Galaxy Grails, it's in beta. I'll explain it very briefly from my perspective. No talking points or anything just off the top of my head. You join these events. They're called live events, and you buy into different pack selections here on the top left nav. Here's this live chat. We can see what everyone is pulling for this event. So unlike most mystery bag products out there, you're just pulling into a pool of cards and it's constantly being replenished, right? So it's like this infinite loop of being spending money and trying to get something. With Galaxy Grails, what happens is that every event has a certain amount of cards associated with it. So there's a theoretical max limit of cards that can be pulled. You can see the odds here, and you can also see what's already been pulled. So it's one of these experiences that is a little bit different than what you would get across, I won't name the competitors, but go ahead, Jake.
I was going to name one of the competitors, but I'll save it.
Yeah, I didn't want to name them. So you can see what people are pulling. You can see what's being pulled. You can watch streams from Zorner, shout out to Zorner, Alex, and Solgenomics. They do live events all the time. And a big part of the reason why people buy is because all the odds and what you can pull is actually visible. That paired with, he does use a service called Chainlink to do provably fair odds. So every event that is run, all the odds, all the history is actually shown. So there's no funny business, nothing done on the back end, and it's all transparent. So if you are interested in using Galaxy Grails, shout out to Galaxy. You can use code EARN, ERN, and you can check it out.
Heck yeah.
That's it. Still out done.
We haven't updated the the versus pack thing. We'll probably do that for the next one to see where we're at. But we should probably revisit what we're buying for the pod. I don't even know what that pack is doing anymore.
Quilly asked me the other day, how much does this go for? And I said, begrudgingly, probably 4,000 to 5,000 easily. If
sick.
you are interested in sponsoring the podcast, we've had 6 different sponsors already. Contact Jake or myself on Instagram or email, and we will hit you up. Cool. Let's talk about the East Bay Card Show. I have some things I wanted to show. How do you want to go about this?
Yeah, let's start there. I think that works.
So this past weekend, we attended East Bay Card Show in Santa Clara, California. If you're unaware, if you're in the Bay Area, this is probably the top card show, I'd say, these days.
Agreed.
They've been at it for 3+ years, I think, at this point. They started at a very small hotel. They've grown to, the Hyatt Regency by the airport in a big ballroom. They've grown to the Santa Clara Convention Center. This is actually the first time that I've been to this show at this location because Santa Clara is far. It's like almost 2 hours away from me. I bought a lot. I think I showed you at the end of the event, but I was a man on a mission to buy Sword and Shield. and surprisingly, I found some, but not as much as I thought I would. So either that's a sign, or I'm really really late. I can't really tell. So let me pull up my pictures real quick. You have anything to add there, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Rob. Rob joined us. We got coffee that morning. We met up at, what was that, 1 ounce coffee with Jason. Shout out to Jason. He gave me a little badge so I didn't have to pay to get in, which is always nice because this show is getting more expensive every single time it pops up. So yeah, I think we got in around VIP time.
Here's me pulling the Mega Gengar from the bundle that we bought after the show. Jake, obviously very happy for me. Thank you, by the way. I believe when I pulled it, I think you said, "I am so happy for you. I can't believe I'm graced with your presence." I think you said something like that, right? Or
something like that.
That was someone else. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you were actually about to swear curse words very loudly, and you said something
I
to
was
the line
about
of,
to.
This guy.
This guy does it again. The rich get richer, and it's funny because I think that was yours first time as well as Robin Amir's to that card shop that's next to the brewery that we went to, and we all decided to go inside, and like the rest of the guys decided to like walk out, but you and I still like were looking at what they had, and you were like, Ascended Heroes, and I'm like, I'm down if you're down.
And I was only down because you were down.
Yeah, exactly. So we go up to Kevin and we're like, hey, we want to get 2 bundles. And he grabs a bunch of them and I pick one. And then you go, Kevin, I want you to pick one. So he
I was gonna pick one, remember? I was actually gonna pick one.
Yeah, you were.
And I was
I'll
go with the shopkeeper.
Yep.
So
we take it over to the brewery and decide to open our packs. And I think like pack 2, you hit this. And you're just like, oh. And I'm like, the rich get richer. It's such a rich response, Aaron. Like, that is someone that just like him. Like the most like
attention. I don't like attention. I
did pull the Psyduck. I did pull the Psyduck, so I got something out of it. But
it's better for me to react that way than me to get all aggressive and like shove it in people's faces, right?
Oh yeah, I know. No, totally. It wouldn't be out of character for you to be like, "Oh my god!" Like that's just not how I see you reacting. You reacted the exact way I
carry too much shame and embarrassment to do that in public. Unfortunately, a little bit more reserved than most you degenerates out there.
No, but it was super cool. I mean, what, you've probably opened less than 100 packs and you've pulled 2
less
of these?
Than 50, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's half that.
Here are the slabs that I bought. Some of them, by the way. What? Wait, why is that funny?
No, like I see the vision. Like I have
what's the vision?
Feelings.
I told you, I'm very deliberate in these things. People think I just shill.
No, people think you shill.
I'm very committed to the cause.
I know, and I know. I wouldn't be doing a podcast if I thought you were a fake collector, real investor. I know what you're doing here, and I love it. Like I really believe in those Zard UPC promos. I think they were severely undervalued, similar to the Mew EX promo from the 151 UPC, and they're finally starting to see their potential. And I think we're still early on those. The Rayquaza VMAX, like I remember when Evolving Skies came out, and this was the top card from the set. And I think that
for sure
there's something to say about like initial highs of cards like this, and know that like when we see a card like Rayquaza VMAX out the gate of a set being the most expensive card, and then it retraces and something like the Umbreon VMAX takes its place, I think you should always consider the opportunity of that happening again and how likely that is, like of a card like gaining more momentum as time goes on and becoming just as expensive as the Umbreon, or if not more. And I think the Rayquaza has that capability. And I also think that with the rumors of the Rayquaza set that are coming, we have a bunch of Charizard conversation happening because we have this new Mega Charizard X. So there's a lot of eyes on Charizard more than ever. It being the most popular Pokemon, also adds to that. And then you add in like all these compounding things when it comes to specific cards. And like this Charizard VMAX is a good example. This card is not easy to grade. This card is these promos are dog bleep, like totally. Like I've tried grading these when I was going for my Sword and Shield set
Yep.
multiple times. I know Brody did in Australia way more than I did, and it took him a long time to get these in tens to grade them himself. And so I ended up biting the bullet and buying these way back when they were still cheap. I think I have the full set, obviously, but I also have a sequential set of the V Star with the Mewtwo. I have a sequential Mewtwo V Star and a Charizard V Star aside, and like the cards like that are just like it sucks. It sucks that it's just this easy. Like it's so obvious that sometimes people like ignore the obvious because it's so obvious. And I think this is like one of those ones that I think you have to like know what you're looking at, even though, yeah, I do. Yeah, it is the only Blastoise VMAX. Funny enough, I don't own that card yet. I'm probably gonna end up buying one from Ern if he still has 5 to 10 of them. But
I have like 2
yeah,
left.
those cards are unique because they're the one instance in that type. They're also not easy to grade. Those were promos.
So the
But yeah,
Godzillas are like, it's funny that you say that. I think people, the whole reason why I'm buying them is exactly what you just said. Is because exactly what you just said.
yeah,
They are one, they're priced appropriately compared to the V Star one is like $1,200. I don't understand why.
I don't
It
understand
is what
that
it
either.
is. It's it's a pullable card in V Star universe in Japanese. It's it's amazing art, but is it twice as much? Does it deserve to be twice as much as this card? Which this card is in like simplified Chinese and I think Thai, I forget. I don't know. But
You know what's interesting to me?
what's that?
Sorry, I want to cut you off on this because I have a weird thought about these promos. I want to correlate the gem rate with the position they are in the pack because these came sealed together, and I think the V Star is in the middle, and I would imagine that one probably has the
Oh,
higher gem rate compared to the V, which is on the front, and the V Max in the back. But I can't remember if V Max is in the middle or if it's in the back, and I don't even remember if there's a promo card, not a promo card, but an insert in the
no,
back
it's
or
not.
not. I don't think there is. So like
Nope.
the one in the middle is obviously the most protected of the three. And I think that's the V Star. I could be wrong. Chat, correct me. But
We
like
can look.
I I bought a bunch of these when they were like $30 a piece, maybe $25 a piece. And I sold a bunch. I think I only have 5 sealed ones of these left.
You see my tab?
Yeah.
261. Charizard VMAX Godzilla. It is effectively less than a 25% gem rate. That's right here. Wait, let me see.
Uh-huh.
262. It is effectively less than 20% gem rate. Okay. That was actually what, a
Okay.
sixth? So 16%. That's the V Star one. And then 260. Oh, wow, you're right. The one in the back is actually the highest gem rate, though. That's kind of weird.
That's
It's like,
weird. That is weird.
oh, wait, sorry. The one in the back is is
The lowest?
7,600 out of 40,000. Yeah. Is pretty low. So the VMAX one, the Godzilla one, is actually the highest gem rate and the highest pop.
The VMAX or the V?
The VMAX, right here.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Good analysis. But this makes sense because it's the one in the middle. Oh, wait, no, it's the front one.
No, the front one's the V. I'm trying to like look. I know the V's in the front. I should go grab it.
I mean, you can just look on eBay, right? Charizard, UPC promo sealed. Yeah, the sleepy ones in the front. Dude, they're
There it is there. Yeah.
$150 a pack.
Yeah. There's an insert. There's an insert on the back. Um, I know Drew has a trick to push these apart, but
Crazy.
oh yeah, the VMAX. Oh no, that's V Star. V Star's in the middle. VMAX is in the back, but it's the most protected, which makes sense because it has
Yeah,
the
that makes
insert
sense.
behind it.
We have
Yeah.
figured it out.
The V has the lowest pop, right?
The V.
That's the front. That one I've
Yes,
seen a
the
lot
V
of
has the
damage
lowest
on
pop.
There you go.
Yep. What else I pick up here? Flareon. I'm trying to get the Kanto evolutions in 10s, but they're on the bottom of my
Those are
list.
expensive, man.
They
It's
are.
crazy.
They truly deserve to be expensive.
Sure.
Those
I know.
boxes are the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. And then I got a. If you ever see a Japanese shining Neo card, you have to pick it up. So I got this from Killa. PSA 8.
Oh,
That's
great.
fine.
PSA.
I'll take it. 8.
Nice.
8. Oh, here's the Jake's point of view. Look at my face.
Oh my gosh. He's
Love
like,
it.
is this real life? It's a cool card.
I picked these up. I know you don't read Japanese or care about it, but this is Japanese Lost Thunder.
Stop.
I will say, just let me set the stage. Rayquaza, Charisma of the Cracked Sky, which is Japanese Celestial Storm. It has the Lysia, the green haired chick.
Sure.
That trainer. It has the Rainbow Rayquaza, which is now like a $2,500 PSA 10 card. That box is $3,000 plus. So I walk by this table. I won't say who it is. Yeah, this guy's selling Japanese boxes. These boxes were effectively under market, like a couple $100. And in my head, I'm just doing like mental math, Japanese cards. I know this about this set. Oh my gosh, this box is this price. And I just bought them both because it was like the most no-brainer thing. What?
I've never seen these before.
Ever?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever looked at this era of Japanese, and because like anytime I think of Japanese from like Sun and Moon, I think of like the cosmic equivalent, which is like the tag team all stars or whatever, and those are completely. I know those are special sets, but like I don't think I've ever seen this box art. It's really cool. Aside from the stupid beasts back there.
What's the thing called? Cephalons? Bicep? I don't know.
No idea.
Clown thing. Seraph asks, you guys saw that post about a show where they might buy inventors who sell sealed product that are still in circulation for retail? It's meant to discourage scalpers market and to help the hobbyists. Okay. Let me just full screen this.
All right. Uh-oh.
I understand the intent. I don't think that is really going to help. And all it does is prevent people from getting sealed product. And right now, the best way to get sealed products is off the secondary.
Yeah, and I'd rather buy sealed product at a local show than I would online.
100%. Yeah. Dude, we were with Rob, Red or Blue, shout out Rob. He literally came to the show and he went home with like 600 packs
Bro,
of
was Santa.
Like
Santa, he should have brought a Santa sack. He had like 4 Target bags just like walking down the halls. Like, it was insane.
I think I understand the intent, but it's like I don't know. It just seems like the wrong problem to solve. The wrong thing to solve if you really want to.
It's one of those things that's like you have the right intentions, but I don't think it it fixes anything really, because at the end of the day, they're going to end up on Marketplace or eBay or TCG Player. They're going to find another way to move it outside of the show. And I don't know if I would have, like, because I buy sealed at these shows. Like, I would be disappointed to go to a card show that's just singles. I
Oh yeah.
understand it's like trying to drive collectors to be more involved and not just people there to flip their sealed product that they got from a vending machine or Target restock.
But
Like,
people
I
aren't going to
get,
be vendors aren't going to be doing like
yeah,
vendors aren't doing that. That's like random dude on Facebook, right?
but some of them are. We can admit that there are vendors there that are just like,
Sure.
but like, and I have a follow-up question to you on this. Like, how do you feel about these shows enforcing resellers permits to be to be
Card
vending?
vending is basically reselling. 1000%. It is
It is,
actually reselling.
yeah,
Yes.
it is, yeah. The
Enforcing. Okay. Here's the
resellers permits.
yeah. I was talking to Rob about the idea of like running a card show, right? And when you're small, like you're not taking on any liability. You are taking on all the liability, security, safety, venue. There's no insurance that's helping you out. Like you're just doing this stuff to like get started, right? And as you get bigger, you work with venues, and venues have unions, and they have contracts, and they have security, and all this stuff, right? And the truth is that like no matter how you view the hobby, the government also has a very particular standard for how people should be transacting money and doing business, that kind of thing. And the point of a reseller's license is, one, to make sure like you have legitimate people who are setting up to sell, right?
Yep.
Because what people don't understand is like if I run if I run an event and the should I say feds here? The state officials come after me and say like, "Hey, we notice you're running an event. People are transacting money. Show us that your vendors have adequate documentation that they can conduct business on your grounds. And if you can't prove that, guess what? The event organizer gets fined."
Yep.
That's how this works. Like people don't understand. That's why they're asking for it. And you're technically supposed to report all your taxes. You're technically supposed to report everything you buy and sell. People don't do that. But like
No.
the events that are doing it, it's because like there's a part of running all these events that like legally needs to be covered. And if you can't figure out how to get a sales certificate, I'm sorry, it takes 5 minutes to do that. It is the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So what do I think about them doing it? Like it's just a maturation, graduation of the hobby. Like eventually, when you make 5, 6, 7 figures, you're gonna have to grow up and do these things.
No, my question is, I don't think they are. Like, if correct me in the, I think Jason can correct me, but I don't think they're enforcing it. I'm asking, should they be enforcing it?
Should they be enforcing it? I mean,
Yeah, it's like, to me, I understand why you wouldn't when you're a small timer and you are trying to gain the audience, build up that social, and market it so that you get more vendors to onboard. But I think as like East Bay scales to the way they have, which is funny because the reason why they don't have it, well, there's multiple reasons why they don't have it in Concord anymore. But after that event where that vendor was robbed at gunpoint,
oh yeah,
they that
terrible.
that probably like made him reconsider a lot of different things. And we saw the improvements with security ever since. But when it comes to like the vendors that they're onboarding, I think that with the way things are now, I think they should enforce it because it's getting like anyone and everyone. Like, we saw that show. That show was packed, and I expected it to be like, it had no competition for a couple weeks before and after, or no overlapping shows with like San Francisco Card Show or any of the other card shows. And when we mean big, like, I don't know if people understand, but this is like as close to a Comic-Con size venue that isn't like a not Comic-Con, Collecticon venue, as like, maybe it's probably the same size as, like, I would say Front Row, or
I haven't been.
like those. Based off videos of what I've seen, it looks very similar in size from the ones that I've seen. So like I don't know, like this show's getting so big that and there's so much interest in buying and selling Pokemon that I think that the barrier of entry is going to slowly rise for that kind of event experience.
My only challenge like forcing it is like you can't.
I
Not
mean,
every table is gonna be an awesome table,
sure. No,
and you
yeah,
got to fill
100%.
seats. And so like this is honestly how life is. It's like a trade off of like risk appetite and balancing the good versus okay versus the bad, and like you got to get like 30% of the tables were good at this show for me.
Yeah,
So I should say
yeah.
30, maybe less. And so you gotta
I'm
have to have a lot of filler, and in order to have filler, you
yeah,
gotta lower the barrier of entry. And I don't know. It's
sure. No, that I get. That I totally get. And it's funny you say like 20-30% of the vendors are good, but it's also because I feel like we've
no, I'm
been
not
in the
saying
hobby
that.
long.
I'm not saying the vendor. I don't want to say the vendors aren't good. I'm
No,
saying they don't
like
have the stuff that's for
the
me.
the that you yes, no, I know, but like you also you know who to go to, right? Like there are vendors
Well,
that you
sometimes.
sometimes sure, but I feel like
I love exploring, dude. I love go back when you guys called me and I was in the back corner where they served food that we found out at the second half of the day. I was having a blast. These guys I just met, they took in like all my promos to trade for, and I traded up. I'm like, this is heaven. Why wasn't I here earlier?
yeah, I think that's also another reason why it's good to have like a variety in terms of like the vendors that you see at these shows. So it
Yeah,
gives
yeah.
there certain vendors provide you more opportunity than others. Like I think that's the important way to think about it too. But when it comes to these shows, I'm speaking for myself. Like there are specific vendors that I go to when it comes to selling, or and buying. When was there is there something there that I don't? Did some? Is it
I
just?
mean, it was me being typical. Hey, do you have this? All right, I'll talk to you later. I was on a mission. I had no time. I had to, dude. I chit chatted as much as I could, but it was already
Ern
over
doesn't
before
get
I
the
knew it.
card show freedom like some of us. Like when he gets to
No,
go to a card show, it's
I
like,
yeah, we gotta spend the house, man. Jake and Ern, y'all should vend together. I will probably look to vend eventually, maybe this year. I don't want to stand around. I hate standing around and just waiting. And
yeah.
then now I'm such a snob, and it's uh, like I don't, you don't do binder. If you don't do binders anymore, then you get all the the people with big wallets coming, and like you don't have to. It is a hard thing to balance. Like honestly, unless you do it
Would
full
you
time.
would you want to just set up a table to buy instead of like selling?
Yeah, but I don't want to go through people's stuff that's not good.
Skip.
You see what I'm
You make people
saying?
wait. You make people wait in lines and get they're like there for 30 minutes. They finally show up with
Uh,
their binder and you're like, nope.
this is the inner, this is like the inner work. This is me talking out loud. This is like the dark good
I
and
I
light
can't
dark side
even
of vending.
imagine I can't even imagine you being like not mean, but just like
I
you would beat around the bush, I think, a little bit.
so most professional vendors, they will buy literally everything.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Literally everything, right? And then you have like the kind of professional ones who only buy the stuff that's like decent sell through. I would be the guy who only buys things that I like and has some
Yeah,
sell through.
same.
And so, and regardless if I should be buying it because it's good for the business, but it's some of these. I was telling you, I was doing a deal with someone that we know, and I had to keep, and he was trying to price out a collection. And because I know him, I was like shouting at him, "Hey, would you take this? Hey, let's close this out." But we had that relationship, right? Like, I don't want to sit there for half an hour pricing out someone's collection. I watched another video from one of these vendor guys. I forget their names. He told the guy, "I want to be honest with you. If you make me price this, I expect you to trade it to me." And the
Dude,
trader was
honestly
like,
though,
I don't know. It's like, dude, I'm not going to put in 20 minutes of work for you to walk away. He's like,
yeah,
okay.
there's no way. There's no way.
So,
And I feel for those vendors that are going out and pricing because the sellers are showing up to them with like, oh, I just thought you would price it, or like I just figured we can do it together. And I'm like, do it together, or you want me to do it? And to me, it's like, yeah, I feel for vendors that go out and price things for 20, 30 minutes, and then they're like, I'm gonna go shop it around, knowing what you stickered it at so that I can use that as leverage. Like that is super frustrating. So
I do that on
yeah,
the
I don't
other
blame
end
them.
when I
I
haggle
mean,
a seller and I say,
it's on
I'm gonna
both
come in.
sides. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was trying to buy the Rayquaza cheap, and this guy wouldn't let me walk over $50. So it's
Sarah's Jesus Christ, Ern only looks at Chanel or Armani type
no, it's
Pokemon.
not true. It's not true. It's just more so like V's and EXs and all this
uh,
stuff. Like I you know,
Mega Chanel X special illustration rare.
yeah, is that relevant? Sky Ninja asks, if y'all were trying to sell your cards, what app and would you expect a vendor to use when pricing your collection? Pricing the collection? If you have a bunch of singles, TCG Players app is actually pretty good for this. If you have like
TCG player.
cards up to $100, 30, 50 cards, it's actually pretty good for this. Collector is not as good because the pricing is a little wonky at times. I mean, it's probably gotten better. Um, but I would honestly do that, or I'd look it up on one by one alt and put it into like a spreadsheet or notepad.
I don't know if you've paid attention. I think I've sent you and Retro a few links because I've been always intrigued by people warehousing a lot of the data on like ultra modern, and Pika Pika Papa has been one that's been basically keeping track of like the top 20 singles as well as the values of sealed booster boxes from anywhere from Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon. I think it started with Sword and Shield. I think he's kind of backtracking with Sun and Moon and whatnot. But people that are really looking at the data and seeing how things are actually performing from a data perspective, there's this other guy that I shared with you. I can't remember his name,
Oh,
but
the
he
Poke Data
built,
Dad.
yeah, Pokedata Dad. It's funny, Pika Pika Pop, they're both dads. But he created a site that's tracking pricing um, in a way that seems like it makes way more sense. And he made a recent video talking about TCG player sales and how every pricing app is pulling in the data from TCG player as a source of truth. And it's problematic because there are far less sales happening on TCG player compared to like eBay. And like with all of the recent issues that have been happening with last solds on TCG player where they're fake sales driving the pricing down so people can come in and swoop at a lower price because their data is showing them that it's gone down, $100, $200. We saw it with like that Mega Gengar. We saw it with the Mega
Yep.
Charizard and a few others. And what his site is doing is it's tracking prices, and it's not necessarily committing to those last solds, but it's watching and kind of like using it as a point to consider and whether or not it should be almost like baked into the market price or not. Um, and I don't know. I think it's fascinating. And I think I talked to you and Nick about this, but I was just like, this is another reason why I don't think this hobby is going to have some sort of crazy decline because there's people like him building real tools. And we were like, I think we were in alignment on this, that like people are building real tools that are going to build better awareness around pricing that's more, um, I don't know, more refined than what we're doing now. I think there's a lot of issues with the way we price cards. We use so many different apps. There's no like go-to. Like people use what do you use? I can think you use alt, right? Like you use alt. There are other people that are using card ladder. There's issues with card ladder pricing. There's issues with alt pricing. There's issues with all of these because at the end of the day, I think they're using bad data. Like they're using
Well,
bad data to determine
they
market
are
price.
bad data.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not using, but they are like,
Well, they're using APIs from TCG Player and eBay,
yeah,
and like a
yeah.
lot of that, there's a lot of broken stuff happening with like that too, right? Because like last solds on eBay may have never gone paid, but they get marked as paid, and they're still being pulled into that
And they'll
data.
never, dude. All right, I'm gonna
It's
preach.
just, no, please do, because like
If people at this point don't realize that this is how the hobby works, this is how it's always. This is how it's been. Like the only thing in the future, I think, like these efforts, like make the data. You can't make the data better, but you can make it more. You can make. You can generate more awareness around like what is quality data, what's not. eBay's never going to change. Why does eBay keep sales that people haven't paid for? It makes no sense to me. They know it's not paid for. They know it's used as a comp. I mean, sorry, I know why they do it. They probably do it because it gets people to spend more money. And like TCG Player, I gotta imagine internally they have efforts to like combat this somehow.
it's
I don't
manual
think
from what
I
I've
don't think
seen.
they're that dense of a
It's very
company. Yeah,
manual.
they
No, they
probably like these are smart companies, right? Like they know it's a calculated there's a calculated reason as to why it's not done yet. Like they're not a bunch of, you know, they are. It's a
yeah,
harder problem to solve than I think we're giving
sure.
them credit for.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree.
That said, though, like people, okay, this is how you know how hobby works. Figure out how you can move around this and work it into what you do, because you're not going to change it. You're not going to fight for it. This is not a regulated market. This is not the stock market. There's like these sources of truth are all proprietary and they're owned by companies that they for whatever reason have not chosen to fix these problems. So anyway, that said, it's like don't be a dummy. Learn how to read data. Understand how to check comps. This is why I've moved from not using alt to using alt, from using alt to now using card ladder to using like I'll use all of them because, you know what's funny to me is when I was trying to sell one of my high end grails that I won't disclose just yet, this guy was using like the last sold as like the comp, and
I mean,
the
that
guy
makes sense for like.
it doesn't make
Go for it.
freaking sense because the guy knows the last sold is a fluke and the low list is like effectively 30% higher, and he's also a dealer at high end grails.
Sure. Yeah.
And so he's literally trying to use bad data to justify what he needs to be paying. And I'm like, dude, I get what you're doing, but I also don't have like it's hard to say like you're wrong because like no, I'm just using what the data's showing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's plain stupid. Yeah. No, 100%. What I'm saying is like knowing that that's like a bad last soul, I think it makes sense for like these low pop cards as like a data point. But at the end of the day, it's like what you want to pay for it. It's what you feel good about. And that's, I know it may sound crazy to say, but like, yes, I'll look at last solds across these different apps and eBay and TCG Player to get like a sense of what it's going for. But I always just pay what I feel good about. Like I don't overthink it that much as long as like I'm not seeing really weird uh bad data as far as like pricing that just skyrocketed or max dip. Like I'm always reasonable on when it comes to selling or buying. Like I don't try to extract as much as possible or, underpay, overpay. I buy what feels good to me.
Yeah, me too. Drunk Ninja says, I'm an LGS owner for 15 years. I got to say the energy and fun inside the hobby has been amazing over the last year. Making money is easy at the moment, but I've really been enjoying the fun people are having again. That is amazing to hear. And I will say, although we're talking about this doom and gloom and data stuff, this show was awesome. It was busy. It was fun. And I'm gonna say something incredibly stupid. It's fun because more people are making money.
That's true.
More people are able to be successful.
Yeah.
Is it about making money? But more people are successful. Therefore, more people can participate. You have more people selling more than ever, streaming, all this stuff, vending. It enables more access, right? And obviously, like scalping is a big part of MSRP now, where people will squat bot drops or whatever. But like the hobby has never been more collectible now than it has ever been before.
Sure. Yeah. No, I agree.
And
Like
that's not just
I
because of card design, right? That's for a
no,
lot of different
no,
reasons.
there's a lot of different reasons. I mean, there's more businesses entering the hobby, putting crazy amounts of money into the space, and I guess that just breeds more opportunity. Like I remember going to card shows when they were dead. Like
Oh
some of
man,
these,
it's terrible.
like just like it was mostly
I'm done by
sports.
noon. Yeah, see
Like
you next week.
I can't remember the last time I walked out of a show and I was like, man, that show was just mostly sports. Like I haven't had
Dude,
to
when I
say
go
that
home,
in
I'm like a
so
kid who
long.
has to go home early from something.
I
Like
know
now
when
it's like much more fun these days than it's ever been.
I for example, we were at the show and a few buddies and I were ready to go like grab some food, and Ern's like, "Give me another hour," and I was like, "Here's your
You
coupons.
guys
Here's
are
your
killing me.
tickets.
You
Go
guys are
play."
old dogs. You guys
No,
are
no,
old
no, no.
dogs.
I wasn't. I was the one that I stood up for you because I understood. Like I know that you don't get to get out to these as often, and you got to make as
Twenty
you got to
percent
take
of that
the
show I
opportunity.
sit and see.
Yeah, no, I know, I know. I don't even think I saw every table because there's just so many. But yeah, no, I think that when we are booming like this, I think a lot of people who maybe get priced out of most things directly go to negativity. But I think that there's
Stop
still
buying
so
sealed.
many.
When are people going to stop ripping packs? I get it. It's fun, but stop buying. Go buy singles. There's so many
Yeah,
cards to
there's
buy
so
that are
many
not
cool cards. Yeah,
like it. I don't want to poo in people's
I know
graves,
they.
but like,
It was just
dude,
people get hyper focused on the problems and not seeing like the positives. I think Henry has really turned a corner on a lot of that because like he was pretty negative on a lot of things, but he's found other ways to enjoy this hobby. He's made a Discord that's been thriving. He's probably man, he's killing it when it comes to like just putting out content. He's making a video every day. He's going live twice a day sometimes. Like he went live twice yesterday. I think he went live this morning. He had his podcast live. Like it's insane.
dude,
But
we can't
like
even figure out how to go live more than once a
I
month.
know, I know, I know. Ern and I like we do our best. Let's just put it that way. Like there's we would like to do this more, but I think when we try our best to make sure we at least show up. But like Henry is just really I don't know. He seems like he's really enjoying this hobby, even though maybe he's priced out of a lot of things. He's grading now. Like he's finding new things to do in this space. Like
Nice.
I think that was one of the things you and I were like really deep on is like trying something at least once. And he's already got 6 submissions out. like
Let's
it's I
go.
don't know. It's really cool to see. So yeah, you don't have to you don't I mean sure like I can't afford certain things. There's things that I have that I've seen a lot of value go up in, but like I also just enjoy like looking at singles and I don't know, there's other ways to enjoy this hobby other than focusing on the fact that you can't buy sealed at Target.
Speaking of
What are you about
singles,
to
here's.
show?
Can you see this?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
this is
choppy.
this the single. Yeah, it's just on Google Drive. The singles I bought. You got some. Yeah, Celebrations
R-
Charizards,
Rob and I were
Umbreons.
cooking you on your pre-grading, dude.
Okay, let me just say something.
I know what you're gonna say. Volume
You
is
will never
volume, all right?
find a more confident grader because I'm okay with what the outcome is. 8, 9, 10 doesn't matter. Playing the long game. You're not optimizing to get a 10. You're opting for the chance to get a 10. And if you play your cards right, I mean, I don't even want to explain half of this. I feel like I'm just
No,
oozing
I get it.
Patreon
I
goodness for free. I should have a paywall up. Why am I even talking about this? All right, let's move on.
oh,
Okay. Show recap. I don't even want to. Can't believe I almost spilled the beans there. Wow. Oh, of course. There's Jake. Oh, this is great. How do I pre-grade at shows without annoying vendors? Very quickly, and I do it right in front of them. Vendors who get annoyed with people who pre-grade, look, it's a natural part of the hobby. Like, you got to get
Yeah.
over the judgment of it, and like, if you sell stuff that's gradable, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff from you, and so you kind of just have to take your your chances, right? And like, sometimes there's vendors who just are not gonna like you for you because you're something you've done. You can't
Yeah.
be afraid to jump in just because they might be annoyed.
Yeah.
Not my
Also,
yeah. Anyway,
one other thing that I would call out is like if you're looking to buy like a ton of cards from an individual, you want to get a rough kind of feel of a some sort of baseline as far as like how many of these are going to do as well as you would hope. And like you can't, I mean, you could potentially sit there for a couple hours and go through every single card, but I think that gives the vendor more leverage against you. And I think like timing, trying to time it in a way that you can say, okay, I've looked at enough of this to say I'll buy it all at this price, instead of like going in and looking at every card and picking cherry picking the entire thing. Because I think at the end of the day, you're still going to do just as well if you can get a feel of like what your gem rate would be. If you're looking at 2 to 3 cards, like I would not worry about your vendor getting annoyed with you. Like I go in with black gloves to look at cards sometimes because of my hyperhidrosis anyways. But shout out to JC. Great question. I work with JC.
um, by the way, when I pre-grade, I spend literally 5 seconds.
It depends on what it is, right? If it's modern, ultra modern, sure.
Yeah,
But if
I
it's like
mean,
if
the
you're looking at
fronts.
vintage, like you're not
Yeah,
buying
sure.
vintage. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah. But I
JC
don't. Yeah,
JC's probably talking more about vintage than anything. So if that paints some sort of context for you.
yeah. I mean, it's modern's a bit easier, and you can just check the front. If front's not worth it, then don't look at the back. Drunk Ninja 101. As an owner, I'll be honest, I have no interest in grading. If it brings back customers to me, that's good news. Win free, win free. Great. Please reach out to me. I would love to see your store. This or that.
I love vendors that don't have slabs on their table. I'll say that. I absolutely love it because
Sometimes.
most I think it's most of the time. I think that there are vendors that grade that will only sell. Actually, I don't think that's very often. I think most of the time they're people that aren't grading, so you have more of an opportunity to find gradables. Unless unless it's like someone like Jason. Like Jason's been selling just raw lately, but it's because I know Jason. I know that he's selling graded elsewhere, and I know that what I'm looking at is probably not going to be tenable or nineable, depending on if it's vintage, modern, whatever.
It really depends on the vendor because there are some vendors who just don't who really don't have the time.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
agree.
they're not going
I
to
agree.
hold back a Charizard they just pulled from this lot. It's like I'd rather just sell it for 20, 30, 40% of what I just paid for it. Like
Yeah,
today.
but what I'm saying is if I see a vendor that has both graded card ultra modern graded cards and ultra modern on their table, they most likely grade, and what's on their table is not graded, not gradable, but like not tenable if that's been something that's been in their inventory for over a week. If it's something that
Sure.
you don't know, you won't know if it's just hit their table and they haven't had time to look at it. But I know vendors that will put stuff back behind their table, wait till they have the opportunity,
Yeah.
or they'll
Yeah.
pre-grade it like at their table, right? It just depends on how busy they are.
Yep. All right. We're gonna do this or that, and then quick hot takes, and then we're gonna do Q&A. Quick reminder: if you have any questions, then drop them in the chat. We will star them or answer them along the way. Let's go. We're already 2 hours in, Jake. We're definitely
I
behind.
know.
This or that. Booty
Wait,
chew
wait.
or Trikachu?
We can skip this because everyone's forgot about Booty Chew.
Oh yeah, you're
Go to the
right.
next go to the next slide. We
I
gotta come on now. We gotta get
I
with the
would say
times.
it's Trikachu, by the way. Booty chew doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean we can move on. Yeah, there we go. That's more fitting.
Okay, you go first.
Trikachu, obviously.
No,
Um,
I love the one on the right. I absolutely the one on the right is
okay,
adorable. It's
okay.
hilarious.
Okay. Yes, it has the Mew. It has the bubble Mew effect. I agree with you there. I think. I think the cuteness factor definitely has a big play. It's a pink card.
It is
Um,
truly a unique card. The one on the
it
left looks like like a basic IR.
no,
It
Mm-mm.
does.
No. It looks like an evolution. This might be a weird one, but it's like an evolution of base set. It's a modern day take on base set Pikachu. The lighting is insane. I get the cuteness, but I'm going Trikachu over Pikachu. And I swear, man, these names are great. Like they're gonna stick. We've already got the new kind of
I love it. I
terms for
love
these.
it when people explain these things like, yeah, the Pikachu where he's in Viridian Forest, and then
All
Thomas is
right,
like,
I
how
know,
do you
I
know
know.
it's Viridian Forest? It's like, duh, of course it's Viridian Forest. I see the beauty in the second card, the
I
first
do
card.
too.
I like the camera, old school film style.
Like, yeah, yeah, it's got the light rays. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
I still like the pink one though. I think it's adorable.
I love that they're using the same color palette.
Rockets Mewtwo EX or Rockets Mewtwo EX? I didn't realize they're actually the same card, ability
Yeah.
wise.
hmm
Um,
This
how
is an
about
easy one
let's
for me.
critique both cards individually. I I'll go first. I think the Dustin
Okay.
Rivals one. I think Giovanni is too much in the image. That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
I was waiting for a Jodo Jake explanation there.
That's it. That's all the that Claude gave me or ChatGPT gave me.
um, I don't have like I know a lot of people were just I don't know. People were split on the Destin Rivals Mewtwo from the get go. I really like it. I like the point of view on both of these cards. Um, I like to see like Mewtwo kind of levitating over. I think Giovanni looks way more villainous or like up to no good in the Destin Rivals one, but the Ascended Heroes one is by far my favorite because it has that noir look. Like it looks like something out of the 80s. It looks like something you would see, and I don't know if Blackwire is going to be in here, but he did a quick mock-up of Nintendo Power, like a Nintendo Power magazine, but put this as the cover with like Nintendo Power like text graphics all over it. And I was like, this looks so fitting. Like I would have like dug this up from an early 90s drawer of magazines and saw this on the cover. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm going Ascended Heroes on this one.
I think I'm split.
They're both good.
I like the
Like,
pink red on the Destin Rivals ones. I like that little like
sure.
anyway, I don't know. Yep, yep. All right.
We
Everyone's
know which one you.
favorite. Um I still can't unsee the gremlin on the bottom left of the Mega Gengar card. You see him?
Yes, I saw it again. It looks like a Karibo.
Yeah. I I will say I think Gengar V Max. I don't think I've ever liked this card.
The South South card. Yeah, I
I just think it's
I
stupid. I'm sorry. I think it's dumb.
even with the whole dark energy as is in his mouth, like that
Oh my god!
whole
Oh my god! I just realized that.
yeah.
I So here's my negative take. I don't like Mega Gengar as like a Pokemon.
Okay.
I don't like Gengar VMAX as like a card art.
I actually agree with you.
On both?
Yeah. I think I
But I
like
do
the
like the
art.
setting more. I agree with this. Eric I
I
said
like the
this.
art. I like the Ascended Heroes Mega Gengar illustration more than I do the Gengar VMAX. Also, I'm a little biased because I really like Dan Chow. I think he's
Gengar is
killing
not
it.
a vacuum. Yes,
Yeah.
Gengar is not a vacuum.
Have you heard the theory that that's Mega Snorlax that he's inhaling?
What? That's
You know how
gruesome.
isn't that Mega Snorlax, VMAX Snorlax, the one where he's got like the globe over his stomach, like with like
Oh my god, that's dark. Yeah. Well, here's what I can say. I have two of each, so I like them
okay,
both
good
equally.
for you.
I like them equally.
It's just
All right,
so
on
crazy to me that the Mega Gengar is twice the price of Gengar VMAX.
for now.
Yeah.
That's why I believe
Yeah.
in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't believe in Ascended and you don't like the prices, Ascended's
Yeah.
prices are not going to drop anytime soon. Therefore, there's strong justification for other things from the same Pokemon to be more expensive. Rayquaza, sorry, not Rayquaza, Gengar, for example. All right, so I misread your notes. I thought we were doing like a value, a value discussion.
No, this is a great idea too.
So my prompt here was 3 PSA 10 Brilliant Stars Charizard Vs, which, by the way, amazing card. No, people don't
Yes.
like this.
People
Or
don't like seeing
one,
the back end of Pokemon for some reason. They were so divided on this card. They were so divided on the Lugia V from Silver Tempest. It's like an ongoing thing. But to me, this is like one of the coolest Charizard cards we've ever gotten. Easily. Both of these.
all right, take your pick. They are equal.
I just
They are about equal value, by the way, as of
yeah, I
today.
figured.
$2,700.
In this scenario, I would pick the 3 PSA 10 Charizard Vs. But if we were like ignoring value and it was a one for one, I like the art far more on the Mega Charizard X.
Oh, that's not even an argument.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like probably the best card art in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best card art since the Generations EXs, the
Oh,
Kanto
yeah.
EXs, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, by far. I'm not even exaggerating or exaggerating. That is,
Yeah.
by far, this is like the best art. I'm not even an art guy. Um,
Yep.
value, dude. This is where it's tough. I actually don't. I don't know, because this Megazard, I said in my video earlier today, it's literally the most liquid card in the hobby right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I saw one at nearly every vendor's table. I think there's going to be a lot more over the next couple months, but I agree with you. It's going to continue to stay. It's going to move like the Umbreon VMAX. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
just so
weird.
transactional. I do want to push you towards the Charizard V because you are so bullish on Sword and Shield right now, and I think there is more opportunity in that
I
growing.
know. But this card is just either
Yeah, I know.
undervalued, underappreciated, or properly valued, and I can't pinpoint it because it's
I think
seen very
Brilliant
little
Stars
growth.
is yeah, Brilliant Stars has seen little growth. I think compared to most of the big hitter Sword and Shield stuff like Lost Origin or Fusion Strike. To me,
Yeah,
it still is so baffling because I think of those last four like mainline sets, I think Brilliant has the best trainer gallery of the four, like without a doubt,
brilliant.
compared to Astral, Lost Origin, and Silver Tempest.
because the Sylveon. What else did they
Umbreon,
decide?
Mimikyu, the blue with Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, like the list goes on. I do know that there are some big hitters in Lost Origin as far as the Pikachus and you can go to card type and type in trainer gallery or search trainer gallery from the drop down. Yeah.
From here?
Or is it rarity? Rarity.
No, I think it's its own. It's in its own.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you have to do Brilliant Stars trainer gallery.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
Yeah, it's so. I have two of the V's, Umbreons. I have one of the V Maxes and a 10. I have I think I have a Vaporeon. I can't remember.
I'm really sad these gold cards, not these ones specifically, but
They all
this era
suck,
didn't.
dude.
Dude, stop it.
They suck. They all suck. The best ones were, I think, Lost Origin, which was the Mew V Max and the Pikachu V Max.
You need to stop right now. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's
You got to pick.
this Sword and Shield stuff is like, I've been so on the nose with it, but for Brilliant Stars and Charizard V, for some reason I just don't. I know I should just go buy like 5 or 10 copies, but for some reason I
Dude.
just can't make myself do it.
Why? Okay, this is one of those. This is another example of it being so obvious that you kind of just let it be until it's too late.
Right, but there's so many. The thing is, there's so many options.
Yeah,
It's pushing
yeah,
the same
sure.
price as like Umbreon V. Rayquaza V is already like $1,500. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Lugia V is like 1,300. Giratina is 3K. Gengar is like 2,500 plus. Rayquaza is 2,800. The evolutions, like I. Anyway,
Dude, I
I,
paid
I wish I had
so
unlimited money.
cheap on those.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
All right, hot takes. We have a couple things left here, and then we're going to answer Q&A. We're already 2 hours in, so we're going to go for a bit more. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and we will star the appropriate ones, answer them after hot takes. What was this segment? Undervalued, underappreciated?
This is undervalued. Your takes versus mine. I chose the Celebi V as one of the most undervalued alt arts from Sword and Shield.
You're going to win this, by the
And
way, by popular vote of Pokemon.
oh, fair. Yeah. No, I like your picks though. I'm a big fan of both of those. But I think the Sylveon VMAX is one of the best trainer gallery cards. It's the best Sylveon card ever. Maybe
I like it
outside
more
of
than
the
Evolving.
rate.
Yeah, I like it more
Yeah,
than
like
Evolving Skies.
yeah, I like this so much more than the Evolving Skies ones. Both the V and the V Max. And then the Celebi V, man, it's always just been really cheap. And this card is like, to me, it's one of my favorites. I'm a little biased. I like Celebi a lot. But yeah, I think these cards are significantly undervalued.
I didn't know we were competing, so I would actually pick yours over mine. But if just to shed some light, I really think the Urshifu is like an amazing card. I
Which
remember
one?
pulling it.
The Urshifu? Oh, me too.
Man, and then now I think I saw it like $70, $75 raw at the show. I'm like, there's no way, like this doesn't make any sense. But in the grand scheme of things, you put all these things like in a row and you figure out like which ones to buy. This one definitely is not worth buying compared to the other ones. Like even though it's an amazing looking card, it's
Yeah.
Battle
Styles is struggling. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The Noivern, dude. The Noivern has got to be one of my favorite arts.
Gargoyles, Batman. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but Arita was inspired by actual Batman comics when he illustrated this. Like he had mentioned it, that it was like a big inspiration. And I think I even remember at that time like I want to say right before Evolving Skies had come out, Arita was doing some Batman sketches. So I think it was very fresh in his mind when he was illustrating Noivern. But yeah, it reminds me so much of Gargoyles as a kid, and the lighting is insane. Like this just one of my favorites from Evolving Skies, and one that people kind of like forget about from Evolving.
I mean, there's a lot of cards in evolving, right?
There's 16 alt arts if I remember correctly.
Let's pull this up. Good old Umbi.
Do
Dragonite. Oh, Dragonite's like
product,
$1,200 now. Crazy.
do product type and just remove the sealed.
Leafeon, my favorite. Look at him. Look at him.
That's okay.
Okay, whatever.
Which of the Glaceons do you like more, the VMAX or the V?
I like the VMAX more, I think.
Wow. You're losing me, Ern.
I actually think this Rayquaza is this is a phenomenal card. I love
Feels
this
very
card.
Kanon. Feels like out of the game. But that I like. I think that composition is just insane too.
Yes, terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there was a Whismer in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Sleepy Dragonite. Okay, that's like $1,200 now. So what's funny is like these alts haven't really moved too much. These three, the evolutions. What else they got? They got Noivern. It's
Wow.
like a Golurk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Golurk. I pulled
Golurk,
that.
the Metachan's, yeah, Metachan's the cheapest one. I think that's gonna be the cheapest alt. Oh no, it's a Duraludon
Duraludon.
V.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sylveon's more expensive than the Duraludon. That's quite sad.
I know the fact that That's I didn't open a lot of it. I don't think I ever opened a booster box. I did open those EV collection boxes to try to grade the promos, but I didn't pull anything from this set.
I've opened 2 cases and two booster box cases, and then 144 count blister case.
Any luck?
The only cards I've pulled from this set, I've pulled this Golurk, Metacham, Duraludon. I pulled the Umbreon in a box break where I bought half the box.
Okay.
I've not pulled. Oh, I pulled the Rayquaza from a Charizard UPC.
Wow.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 packs in that.
The rich
and
get
then the
richer.
rest of these, shut the. All right, I was buying them when they were $90 and no one wanted them. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Yeah, the rest of these, that's all I really got. It was very depressing, but at the time it wasn't depressing because they were like $100 a box. So
I know, those were the times. Okay.
Overrated,
Most overrated, overvalued cards of the last 5 years.
I mean, I think Giratina. I think Mew is properly rated. Let's check the pop count on these bad boys. Giratina is 10K, I'm pretty sure. Mew EX Paldean Fates. What do you think? Which one's your
I think Mew's going to be higher pop.
So you're saying Mew is the most overrated? In a 9, it's $800. Oh my god.
Overvalued. I paid $250 for my 10 and $100 for my Japanese 10.
Pop 15,000. That's like what, 30%?
Oh, we're close.
Okay, and then the Giratina. Pop 9,300.
Yep. I knew it'd be lower pop. It had to be. It's a hard card to grade.
I don't know. I think guillotine is way overrated, just in general.
Uh, Let me, aside from, I know you don't like the centipede bug Pokemon. Like I get that. I'm not like the biggest Giratina fan, but I think it's one of those cars that is like really cool how chaotic it is, but also intentional. I understand why Mew is popular. It's simple, it's cute, it's playful, it's shiny Mew. Shiny Mew is just going to be successful regardless, doesn't matter. But I think that the main reason why this card is as popular as it is because of the social media aspect and like how people have just, I don't know, like influencers, shillers, whatever you want to call them, have really just like taken this card to a level that I don't agree with.
You're saying the Jonas Brothers are shillers?
I have
Is
no
that what
idea
you're
what you're
saying?
talking about. I have no idea what you're talking
One
about.
of the Jonas Brothers has a tattoo of Bubble Mew.
But I mean, hey, shout out to 2026. The hobby is crazy. I'm not surprised. I think the Giratina is less over overvalued, overrated, just because of the pop and the fact that I don't know. It's Shinji's like first real big card, and I think that's gonna.
I, I will say, remember that sheet I showed you when I bought all those things off TC Player like 2 years ago?
Mhm.
I was buying that Bubble Mew for like $90.
Yeah,
So from that perspective, feels really bad that it's now an $800 PSA 9 card. Uh, but you know, it's I don't know. It's just I think what's really on the nose is Scarlet and Violet was it was like yesterday. And so
yes.
anything in that era that is like more than $500 just feels weird because literally nobody wanted it. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It was
I mean,
everywhere, plentiful.
it was. I remember when this set came out, and I had bought a case of Paldean Fates ETBs, and at the time I wasn't collecting cases. I was just buying one or two to keep sealed, and I had trouble selling those other boxes from that case. Like I had actually like I couldn't move it in the time I thought I would. And so I remember, yeah, this Mew was like $80 for a very long time. And
Yeah.
then I don't know if it happened during the Surging Sparks kind of like takeoff, but this card just ran rampant just a year later.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it. I have it. I'm not selling it, but yeah.
All right. We're at the end. Let's do some Q&A. 9:20. 2 hours 20 minutes. Kind of rusty, huh? I'm getting a little tired.
I know. Shout out to Kiki Jiki. These two are opposites. Less is more versus more is more.
Wait, is that how you pronounce it?
Kiki Jiki, yeah.
In my head, I've been saying Kai Kai Jai Kai because I have a friend named Unky Kai.
I mean, he could. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right.
All right. We
Oh,
are going to do some Q&A. I have some questions started. If you guys want to ask any questions in the chat below, we'll answer them. And geeky geeky. All right. Let's see here. User, what a username. My Japanese slabs has skyrocketed. My armored Mewtwo went from 500 to 1,000 plus and have 4 and graded. Okay, sorry. Should you sell your armored Mewtwo's? Sounds like you should if you have that many. I mean, that card was like $1,300. It's tripled in like the last 6 months. It's kind of
what was that card like selling before Searching Sparks boom? Or do you remember? Like what?
couple hundred bucks into 10. The pop is way higher in Japanese than English.
Yeah, it looks much better in Japanese. Like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yellow border cards are barf worthy, just generally speaking.
I mean, if you have
Um,
4, you can put I don't know, you could put that money elsewhere, and it just depends on what
you
you want. If
won't be the greater fool in your own greater fool theory.
yeah,
You
move
want to
it.
find who the greater fool is. There are people buying
Keep
it. Unless like you
keep
don't, it's like the best thing you got. You want to hold on, yeah, but like it's just so funny to me. It's like the same dilemma where like when a set does really well, everyone wants to sell it. It's like, why would you sell it if it's doing really well? It's like, because it's doing well. I'm like, you should probably keep 151 if it's doing well and everyone's trying to buy it. So, it's the general knowledge of like learning how to sell kicks in here. When you have that mindset and you're something you have like quadruples, you're like, yes, all my selling efforts have paid off. I can now use those funds for the things I want to buy instead of hoarding things all the time. You get 4
yeah,
copies. That's kind of a lot.
yeah. It's like $3,000 or $4,000 you can be putting somewhere else into the hobby, whether that's grading singles, a big card for your collection.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the content illustration cards? Strongly considering purchasing some, but don't concerned about popularity. Are they? Is he talking about the Japanese illustration contest cards, like the
The ones that
Tangrowth?
came to English.
Wait,
Oh, actually, yeah. This could be a lot of. This could be
is it
the
the
the.
2023, the 2024 ones, the English ones that came in the promo
Who
pack?
needs some
I
clarity
don't.
on this one?
Yeah, if you're still here, Nap, please elaborate which cards you're talking about.
Is Charizard X UPC a buy right now? No more coming.
No more coming. Who? Where is this coming from? I feel like those just came out.
I
I
I
could see
always have
those
to
at
take a
Costco
step
in six
back.
months.
I mean, if it, yeah, maybe I have no idea if it's true or not. But I always have to take a deep breath and ask myself, what is the best use of my money today, and what is my goal with that money? Because no doubt about it, Charizard X UPC is a great buy in general. But for what purpose? To collect, to rip, short term hold, medium term hold, long term hold, invest. Like, what are we talking about here? Because you can make the argument for so many things that they are a must buy right now. But if you don't define like what is your end goal, then you're just going to spend copious amounts of money on stuff. And again, this is why I've like focused so hard on Sword and Shield. I know where my exit is going to be mentally. I'm not holding the Rayquaza in the hope that it becomes a 10K card. I'm
You
holding
know,
it because I'm going to sell it when it gets to a certain amount, and then I will navigate the market from there.
You know what's so funny about this from your side, Ern, is I feel like I've witnessed you do this before, and I was
With what?
thinking about it. You've done this before with Sun and Moon, but you've this time around, I think you're double downing because you've been through it. You've you've seen it play out before, and I think that you're trusting your gut more with this, and just you are taking on more risks because you feel like you know enough to have this repeat. And I think that's what it's. I mean, it just seems like I'm a little bit of deja vu to a certain extent, and I think I agree. Like I think that a lot of people are focusing too much on Scarlet and Violet and Mega, and they continue to just get tunnel vision and forget about the things that are going to just have bigger swings when it comes to stuff that's like for sure out of print. Like that's not coming back. We're not seeing Silver Tempest like coming back to print. We're not going to see Lost Origin. We're not going to see more Rayquaza VMAXs just pop up out of nowhere in the pop report like an insane amount. Like I don't know. It's
I think
just
it's being okay with being wrong too.
sure.
But one of the challenges I have is like if you if you jump headfirst into extended and you're not a reseller selling at lower margin, what are you doing? Unless you're ripping, like why are you investing this stuff as as your primary method of like generating future revenue,
Yeah.
right? And I think it gets really muddied because people like to they like to mash together a bunch of different concepts, like buying to resell, buying to collect, buying to invest, buying to rip, and like you kind of just need to decide what you're going to use your money for and just stick to it. Because no doubt about it, Charizard XGPC is an amazing buy, generally speaking. But I would rather buy 10 of those. I guess this is last week's comparison. Let's use last week's comparison. 10 of those are Rayquaza VMAX PSA 10. Rayquaza VMAX PSA 10. Because the weight I put on speculating and the potential outcome I get from that is like way higher than like the Charizard XGPZ potentially going to $300. It's not going to $300 faster than the Rayquaza going to 3K.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening because of supply, right? So, you just pick your battles, choose your lanes, and figure out what you want to buy. But like the day-old question of like, is this a good buy? I think it needs to go. People generally, I'm not calling out crappy, but people need to stop asking that question. It's the wrong question asked. The best question asked is like, what is the best use of my money based on what I'm trying to achieve? Because truthfully, everything that comes out, every damn card is good.
Yeah.
Every card, every set, everything is amazing. Like they're not making junk anymore.
That's so true. That's like
everything is a good buy.
It's funny. Like I know this is not the best example, but we look at Perfect Order as a bad set. But if you put it in the early block of Sword and Shield, people would have loved it. Like I think it doesn't get the appreciation because we are so spoiled.
Yeah.
And we just continuously get better and better sets. As like I think artists in this hobby are just going to continue to kill it with incredible arts that are going to drive a lot of popularity to the next Mew EX, the next Giratina, the next Umbreon. And we have these new Pikachus that are just like doing things that we've never seen be done in ultra modern Pokemon cards. So like one thing that I've found really interesting in like over the last year and a half is how much the newer hobbyists come in and put so much weight into, oh, this did this last time, so that's what's going to happen this time. Like I think about Evolving Skies Prismatic Evolutions, and it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I think that's it. Like we see cards that, like the Prismatic Umbreon is how much more than the Umbreon VMAX right now? Like
10%, 50%.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not deserving in my opinion. It's really not. And so like it's just because so many people are believing it, it's just becoming reality, and we're continuously seeing that play out over and over again. So with like the Charizard UPC, we saw how like, whoa, this Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield was so cheap, and look what it's doing now. There's no way that this new Charizard UPC doesn't do the exact same thing, if not better. So I don't know. Like I see it that way, but I also see like with what you're saying is like it's less about whether it's a good buy and it's whether or not this is where your money should be put for the best opportunity for you and your goals.
Yeah, this is a good segue into a Drunken Ninja's question. Do you like money or cards more? I love cards.
I love cards.
The evolution of being an adult in this hobby is figuring out how do you afford to buy more cards without
going broke.
Without going broke. And so I should clarify that like I don't think Jake or I don't think either of us sell cards to take money and go do stuff with outside of the hobby. I think both of us sell cards to buy more cards. And I think that's where people get this really confused and twisted. Like the whole point of selling is so you can afford the things that you want and then speculate on other things to get increased card value to sell and then get things that you want. So it's just like it's meant to be a self-fulfilling like loop. And people who don't respect or the idea of understanding like money, they never get that. And truthfully, their collections, I hope they like, but their collections are very stale. Like I would say, I'll be honest, like money is a part of the hobby, and it's not about me having more or less than you. It's about understanding that like you can't collect everything. You should cherish things that you have. And you should also just get rid of the stuff that is literally fat that can help you get more things in the future. So
I
I like
wouldn't have.
both.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm split in a lot of different ways on this because I know for certain that I would still be collecting if this all just flatlined. But I think that the part of the hobby that I enjoy from the social aspect would slowly die because others would fall out of it. And so, because of that, I would be less involved as I am today. Now, on the other side, I would not have the collection that I have without buying singles, grading singles, flipping singles
Yeah.
to achieve my collection goals. Like, it's just not, you think people see the prices of these alternate arts that I have and think that I, I got them in the last year or two or whatever. Like, oh, that card's so expensive. Like, how did you afford that? When these cards came out, they were nowhere
Not
near
expensive.
the cost. Like, I had time. Like, I actually had time to source, grade, buy, do it again until I had the cards that I wanted. But without the value, I think that sure I could still be collecting these cards and enjoying it from like that itch to just collect, but like I don't know, I would be missing a lot of the social aspects that we have today and the tools that we have today because I was talking to you about that Collectrix site that guy made. If this hobby
Yeah.
was not cooking like the way it is, that site would not exist. PSA's app, the marketplace would not exist. Like alt collector, all these different like apps that people are building, they would not exist if there was not the value and money aspect in this hobby. It just
Yeah.
wouldn't. And like, I'm sorry if you think that those apps would still exist, you're wrong. Like you're truly so wrong. Like these companies are making money off of collectors now because they are seeing it as, they're seeing their chart go up in collector. Like they are more obsessed about collecting because their cards are going up in value and it's tickling their brain and it's continuing to keep them in this loop of collecting. But like you have to like both to be a successful anything in this hobby. Like you're fighting against the current otherwise. Like you
Yeah.
really are. And like I've told this to like close friends that are really deep on the YouTube side that are just collectors and I'm like you have to get over this and change your tune in order for yourself to and not only enjoy this hobby but to be able to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve because if you keep fighting the current you're literally you're playing a losing game.
I have found that people who have the most to say about the money part of the hobby generally are a few different things. One, they themselves don't have the healthy relationship with money. Either they fear it or they are envious over it or they just don't know how the hobby works. Like it's just part of the equation of like
Yeah.
how do you continue to collect and do these things because we're not kids anymore, you
Yeah.
know? Like you can't just
This
go
is
ask mom and dad
yeah.
for $5 to rip a pack. Like you rip a pack, you get a big hit. What's the financially responsible thing to do? Is it sell that card, pay some bills, buy more packs, or is it to hoard that thing as if you're a kid in your closet because you're air quotes a collector? You know, and I think it's okay. Like
Yeah. It's a lot of like childhood entitlement from like a lot of new
it's
collectors.
yeah. Dude, I had the same thing too.
Yeah, like
Anyway,
we see people that come in over the last year or two that just expect things. Like truly like I don't know. I mean, you go to work every day for a paycheck. You can't just show up and be like, "Hey, I want money." Like you got to do something.
yeah,
Like you got to I don't know. It's what's the last video game you guys
it's for
played?
you,
I
Jake.
earned I haven't played a game in like 2 years and I think people would be like surprised by what I'm going to say, but it was Gears of War 5, Gears 5.
Ooh,
I'm a big I
Jake
was
is
a, I
guys.
I played
Jake is
I
down and
played
dirty.
I played Gears competitively when Gears 1 came out. I played like day one. I'm a huge Gears of War fan, so I'm really excited for the
Nice.
next
I
game.
gotta follow up
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
We can. What is it called? What is it? Roadie
Roadie
walk?
running,
Roadie
roadie
running.
running.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I played Slay the Spire 2 recently.
What was? I did not
It's a
understand a
card
single
game.
word you said.
You should download Slay the Spire. It's a card game.
Is
You'll
it a
like it.
mobile app?
It's also on mobile. Yeah, the first one is. It's actually really yeah. You should. It's like $5 or something. It's totally
Okay.
worth your time. It'll also like if you're on a flight, if you've had it download on your phone, is the best hour and a half killer.
Okay.
You'll like it. You'll like it. Let's see what else we got here. Any other questions? Question. I have a sealed case of EV Heroes. Let's go. Japanese. Say it with me, Jake. Japanese.
Japanese. I
Japanese.
like
There you
EV
go.
Heroes.
I bought for 3,500. Nice price. That's like $300 box. Been thinking about selling it to move funds into prismatic. Okay, you're trying to get rid of Japanese to get into modern.
Hey, you didn't even finish the question.
Here's the challenge of Japanese stuff. It gets difficult to move, even more so the more expensive it is. That said, you have probably the best. Technically, it's the second best set in Sword and Shield for Japanese. Blue Sky Stream is probably more desirable than that, which is the Rayquaza part of EV Heroes. That said, you have like a very more liquid set. Um, I have a case of EV Heroes. I'm not selling that thing for like 10 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ern, what did like because I'm not as familiar with the Japanese sealed outside of like buying from like Retro or the other Jake, I forget his name. Anyways, my question is, I
Other
forget his
Jake.
name. Is yeah, that's a Yub Chum.
Yub
Yub
Chums? Oh,
Chums.
Yub.
Yeah,
Yubs?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out Yub Chums.
Shout out to Yub. I bought 151 or Destin from him. I can't remember, but how are like how readily available are sealed cases of sets like
Back
EV
then,
Heroes? And no, now. Like how many are you seeing? Yeah.
the only reason why I bought one is because someone brought it into a local shop, this collector, and I was like, don't care, I'm gonna buy that. But I didn't pay a case premium for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's a
would
case premium for some of this stuff.
yeah, exactly. I would assume so. Just like English, like with these Pokemon Center ETB cases, there's definitely premiums on that.
Yeah. Like
I would
moving forward though, the challenge of Japanese is that all this resealing that's going on. So if you go to eBay, dude, 90% of the listings are China boxes that are definitely resealed. So sealed cases for sets here on out of Japan will probably catch a premium.
wow. I did
Yeah,
not know
scary
that.
time for modern, ultra modern Japanese stuff. All these sellers out of Japan, eBay doesn't do anything about it because, like,
You
it's
know,
anyway.
I don't know if I brought this up, but one thing that I caught in one of and Rusty's brought this up multiple times over the years, but he's like the biggest um the biggest concern for Pokemon as a TCG is the counterfeit side of the products, not only the sealed products, but the cards themselves, because I
Yeah,
think there might be a time where these fake Chinese cards are too good. And
it's gonna happen.
I recently saw that they made a fake way to stamp Chinese cards so that they have that same Pokemon stamp,
The faded thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like the little press for
Yeah, it's
that
gonna
where
happen
they
for sure.
and so like that's like the biggest danger I think to Pokemon overall, not supply demand. I think it's comes down to the counterfeit aspect.
It's
It's
gonna
just
happen.
scary. Yeah.
It's gonna for sure happen.
Like they have full on facilities printing this stuff and like repack like it's crazy. I've seen some of those videos on Instagram and TikTok and I'm like, holy hell.
I've talked about specs and price goals. Are you willing to speak to how you plan to offload them? I go to shows typically, or I will eBay, or I will consign them. So the key thing is always knowing where your outlets are. Like when I went to the show this past weekend, I had a stack of UPC Squirtle promos. I had a stack of poster collection promos, the Gardevoir and Lucario. And the top three priority for me was figuring out, find a vendor who would take them as trade. And I found two different vendors, and it was glorious. It was awesome. Yes, yes. But
Do
you
you
got to
think
make it
you'll
a priority.
consign? Do you think you'll consign the Rays?
To who?
The Rays. Or you think you'll consign those Rays at some point? Is that like what you'll most likely do with those? The
Oh,
Rayquazas.
Golden Fanatics,
Yeah.
Z and G probably disperse them across the ecosystem. I don't know. We'll see.
You gotta wait for that first announcement at least.
Yeah.
As
No,
soon as we see
nobody
the
in our
box art.
yeah, nobody in our area. Sorry, by the way, Bay Area is awesome. Nobody in our area pairs strong. Everyone's like basically on the same playing field, like trying to
Yeah.
get an edge. So like, I don't think I'd sell them at 95. Be able to sell them at 95% market. We got okay. Here's why these events should not get sales certificates from vendors. We need more sellers who don't know what they're doing. We need more amateurs. We got too many professionals where we live, and like everyone is on the same playing field these days. It's funny because it's true. It's just like
No, I know for certain it's true.
you need
I
more
know for
hobbyist
certain.
sellers because they. Sorry, I'm just being serious. We need more hobbyist sellers because they don't care as much. That's like the truth of it, and they're willing to take less percentage because they're just like doing it for fun on the weekends.
They have
We
different
need
goals
less.
than
They have
some of
different
these
goals,
serious
right?
vendors. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I bought one of those Rays over $50 because the guy did not want me to walk. I'm like, all right. I mean, I wasn't trying to haggle him. I was like, I'm just gonna keep looking because I just got there. So I was like, I just got here and and he wouldn't let me walk for $50. So, it's what it is. Jay Ketchum, how are you, man? Hope everything has been good and well for you guys. I am great. Good to see you here. Top three Pokemon. Go, Jake. Don't even think about it.
Blastoise, Lugia, and do I think I'm gonna go Heracross.
So I'm not gonna name my Kanto favorites. I'm gonna go deeper than that. I'm gonna say, Salamence. Huge Salamence fan. I'm gonna say, that Dark Horse. What is it called? The one that Ice Rider,
Muds?
Calyrex.
Oh, Shadow Rider, Calyrex.
The one that Calyrex rides.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider.
The Ghost Horse.
There's Ice Rider and Shadow Rider. Yeah.
What's the Ghost Horse?
Shadow Rider.
That's the name of the horse?
Yeah, Calyrex is the damn deer thing that's on top of the horse.
And then the horse is called Shadow Rider?
No, the horse is called Shadow Rider and the deer is called Calyrex.
Wait.
And Calyrex rides Ice Rider and Shadow Rider.
So Shadow Rider is the name of the Pokemon?
Spectrier.
Spectrier. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but that Pokemon doesn't
Thanks,
exist by
Dad.
itself.
God,
that Pokemon
Dad.
doesn't
Thank
Hold
you.
on.
Yes, it does.
Wait, Spectrier? No,
It's
you
a
can
ghost.
go catch a.
I swear.
I swear to God. Wait, what? My mind is blown. Wait, what?
It's anyway. How do you knock one of my new favorite Pokemon?
Wait.
Scumlord.
What's the name? Is Spectrier ghost type and ice type?
I don't know, but I think it looks awesome.
What's the name of the ice Pokemon? I had no idea, guys. I feel like an idiot.
And then, man, what's the Land Before Time dinosaur?
Glacier. Oh,
Aurorus.
Before Time. Aurorus is so good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
you
I was
said
gonna
that.
say Electrode, Machamp, and Gyarados, but I wanted to go deeper. I like those three.
I'm a big fan of Chin-Pao, if that makes
Chien-Pao.
it better. Chin-Pao is one of my favorites. He's definitely in my top 10.
Let's see. Sorry. Questions.
Wow. I didn't know these Pokemon existed by themselves.
Is this thing
crazy.
on? Yes, it is. Okay. Any other questions? If not, Any last questions? Last call, 2 minutes. That was fun, Jake. When do you think we're gonna do the
That
next
was.
live?
I think we can do it in another. We want to go. Potentially, we could do next week. I mean, I'm happy to go live next week. If it's not next week, we can do next Wednesday after that. We do it in 2 weeks.
My associate will be in touch.
The rich get richer. Has his own associate.
The rich get richer. All right. Favorite sealed product by design or aesthetic? I mean,
Glory of Team Rocket. The art, the design of Glory of Team Rocket is like hands down my favorite. Not Destin Rivals, Glory of Team Rocket.
have I shown this box? I have.
Yeah,
the
those
Crobat
are cool.
box?
Yeah, it's so good. Those are really cool. Also a big fan of the Evolution VMAX collections with the alt arts for Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Yeah.
Shining Star V Crobat collection box. This is the best box ever.
It's really cool. I remember when those came out.
I think that's it.
We got 3 more that, or 2 more that just ran right in. Do these VODs stay on the channel? Yes, they do.
They do.
You can check back on Ern's channel after, and it'll be live for you on video on demand. And then I don't know how to pronounce that. If you had to buy one item from Sword and Shield era right now, what would it be? If I had to buy one, it could be sealed. It could be, I don't know.
I assume dollar-wise, value-wise.
I think he said meaning sealed, like as in like something you can purchase from that era.
Charizard UPC is cheap if you think Charizard X UPC is a good deal at $200.
It's a good one.
Charizard UPC should be $1,000 UPC.
The Evolution boxes I would buy, or Crown.
Go ahead, sorry.
What? No, go ahead. No, please go for it.
Those Pikachu Zekrom GX Jumbo
the GameStop ones?
With the gold cards. I sold one to Luis. And bear in mind, I bought like 8 of them throughout the years, and I had them in storage, and I would rip them, right? And I have my last few, I sold like 2 of them to Luis. This guy pulls a fucking Moonbryon out of the box that he sold it to. This guy pulls a Moonbryon out of the 2 packs out of that stupid box that I sold Luis.
Oh, the rich get poor. I love it.
And the thing is, it was a box I was ripping for fun. And I looked at it one day, I was like, nah, I don't need it. It's like $250. Nah. He pulls a Moonbryon, dude.
Oh, I love it.
Not even lying.
That reminds me of that video I saw where some kid goes to sell some, like, I don't know if it was Evolving Skies packs to some vendor, and then he's like, "Are you sure you want to sell these?" Because he was like trading it for like a graded card. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and open them." First pack pulls the Umbreon VMAX. No. Kid is distraught.
Trust issues for life.
Yeah.
Are you guys still grading bulk submissions at the moment, or only big boy orders? I sent 300 cards in the last week and a half.
I definitely still send PSA. Bulk.
For the year, I've graded over 5,000 cards with CGC and PSA.
Wow.
So I will be at probably 10 by the end of the year.
Yeah, I will not be there, but I'm still grading a lot with PSA. I told myself, I think I told you, but I need to at least send at least one submission to CGC. And I know Shug and I are in that competition for the first black label, so I gotta get a move on that. I don't know if either of us have started, but I need to
send
send something.
Send it to tag.
I need to do a tag. Yeah.
Nice little tag free grade. You know?
My little tag free grade. We can't be talking about that. We have Gem Inspector as a sponsor. we gotta
Well, Drew's gotta step his game up before AI takes over, man. You
Oh,
know?
that's funny. We got a ton of last questions. I don't know if you want to get through them because I think they know that
No.
we're trying to wrap
Yeah.
up, and they're no,
All
we
right.
don't. I don't. Side
I
hustle.
as degenerate as I am, I
No.
think the dumbest thing that you could do, sorry, I'm casting judgment, is literally broadcast to the world. Here's everything I have in my collection. It is
That's
a
like
security concern. It's like it's also part like sorry,
hide in
that's
plain
just
sight.
I think it's just like not like why would I
Yeah, it's not
if
wise.
this is why we have Instagram so we can take photos of stuff and share it, right? Like you don't
Yeah.
need to show your collection that like most you can't even vet. You can just make up a collection, throw it in the collector, and you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you think Sword and Shield displays would be a good to hold 40? What do you think the build about displays from Sword and Shield?
Yeah, I think it's just saying if they're a good hold sealed. I like building battles for specific sets, but I don't know about Sword and Shield.
I think it depends. I think it really depends on what your entry was.
Yeah.
Because if you're buying it I just sold all my Fusion Strike ones. I had 45 of them. Building battles.
Yeah.
Sold them
Do you still
at
have
78 to 83 a piece.
your destined?
Building battles? Oh yeah, I opened up 2 bricks. I got 3 more. It all depends on your entry. If it's cheap when you got it and you can wait, hold it. But if you're buying at today's market for a lot of this stuff, especially Sword and Shield, I don't think there's what's the best Sword and Shield build and battle promo? Gengar? From
Best
Lost
Sword and
Origin?
Shield. Oh, is it? Damn, that's
I mean,
crazy. It
there's
has to
not a
be
lot.
Charizard. It has to be Charizard, right? From
Oh,
Vivid.
from Vivid. Yeah, but the build and battle sucks.
I mean, those are the best build and battle promos
Yeah,
since
yeah, yeah. Snorlax,
you have
Donphan,
Snorlax, Donphan,
Charizard,
Lugia.
and Lugia. What do we say? In
I,
fact, those might be underrated. We should go buy these after these
no,
stream.
I've already. Well, let's
Um,
not talk about that. I've already said that Destined Rivals is the best build and battle promo since Vivid. Like that's so obvious. The Gengar is cool from Lost Origin, but it's like the only like no one can remember anything else. Evolving Skies was kind of weak. It was the Galarian birds, and I think it was Flaffy, or was it Flaffy? Yeah,
Fluffy.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I do not still use Graded Edge. I need to jump back on it actually. It's just been a bit. I'm also at the point where I can just quickly look up this stuff by hand, so I don't really need the calculations. But it would probably be helpful. Yeah, it would probably be helpful if I did that. All right. Any closing notes, Jake? Let's close this out.
No, thanks for holding out. I know we haven't gone live in a couple weeks, but hopefully we can get back on that regular scheduled programming either next week or the week after. Ern's associate has to get back to me and what works best for him. But thank you all for hanging out, especially those on the East Coast. I know it's late for y'all, so thank you again.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I will broadcast and we'll post on IG when we do the next stream, probably the next week or two, for sure.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Sweet. All
Thank you
right,
guys
Ern.
for watching. Thanks, Jake.
Catch y'all.
Bye, y'all.